Holy shit. Okay. Can you hear me? Because I can't hear myself. Okay. Hmm. Oh, there's a lag. Okay. I can't hear myself. That really sucks. Why can't I not hear myself? Fuck off. Fuck off. No, it's a fucking. You can hear. Okay. Okay. Is it loud or is it quiet or is it normal? Why can I not hear myself? Oh, I don't like that. How do I hear myself? Okay. Well, okay, great. Okay. Hi. This sucks. This is going to be a debacle. I am. Oh, I'm too loud. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to change something. Is that better? Is this better? Okay, because this is a decent headset. But when I'm a guest, I can hear myself. I can't hear myself. This is bullshit. I mean, this is way harder than taking a link. That's all I'm going to say about that. Okay. Okay. Okay, great. Okay, so I am very nervous. I'm always nervous when I've taken links in the past. I've only been on 6 streams. This is a lot. This is a lot, and I'm doing it by myself. I don't have a producer. I don't have any friends. That's not true. I've had a lot of help. I have 3 moderators. Okay, the reason I have 3 moderators is, hi, Reels. So cute. The reason I have 3 moderators is because I have a lot of trolls. And, I block them in chat rooms and shit, but they're going to be in here. And I didn't think I was going to be engaging with the free chat, but so far I'm good. But I'm trying to stay on track. I have copious notes, which is good. I'm also quite buzzed because I needed to, imbibe some cojones to do this. This is not easy. Now, let's see. First thing you should know, this is the first time I've shown my face on a stream since I got doxxed, which was Super Bowl Sunday, February 8th. So that's another reason I have several moderators. I just, it's like they're like bees waiting for someone to run out of air and pop their head up. No, I'm just kidding. They're not as smart as bees. So we're not going to get through everything today. I really have to keep this. I'm pretty buzzed, but I have my notes. Okay, I have plans. We're just not going to get there. I have like 3 streams full of, 3 streams full of material to share with you. I have receipts. I think that's important when you are trying to show something about people. It's easier just to let them speak for themselves. And I have massive timestamps and notes and clips. We're not going to get to a whole lot of it today because I'm very nervous and I'm taking my time. But before we can do any of that, unfortunately, let me start with some admin stuff. Okay, I didn't think I was going to be engaging with the chat, and there's not many. See, this is different. I don't even. How many people are in this chat room? When you're a guest, like you can see over here, you can go to the private chat. See, I wasn't ready for this. Oh, by the way, speaking of not ready, I am on Supertip. I'm on supertip.gg/22. Oh, that's perfect. Supertip.gg/ fuck Rochi. If Rochi gets blocked under any alt, he can go fuck himself, okay? I don't know why he wants my attention so badly, but he's a fucking pig. And I block him at every turn, and he can just keep trying to get my attention. Go fuck yourself, dude. What the fuck you calling me a burn victim for? Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious, bro? I think NJR and Flimsy need to put you on #1 on their charity list for buying a fucking mirror. Who the fuck are you to talk about a woman's appearance? I'm 59 fucking years old. I don't know anybody any fucking hotness. You're a scumbag loser talking about gatekeeping when you should start with yourself. You are an ingrate. INGRATE. Look it up in the motherfucking dictionary, and there's Rochi. You had a whole fucking trip paid for by Chatters and Echo, some combination of other men and women. And you go there and you come back and you talk shit. You'll never get another trip paid for. I hope to God not. Go fuck yourself. Man, I'm glad I nutted up with some fucking alcohol for this, because I've been biting my motherfucking tongue since I got doxxed on February 8th, and I'm done with it. I did not want to do this. Oh, am I? Well, it's my lights. I got lights. Look at this. I got. Another streamer suggested this shit I can change. It's so cute. I want my hair to be red, though, right? Like, there's like 8 colors. Okay, well, I shouldn't have changed anything. Whoops. This is one for the books. Yeah, I've been biting my tongue for motherfucking months on people talking their fucking shit about me, because the only way I could pop my head up was like this, on my terms, on my platform. I wouldn't be popping into anybody else's motherfucking stream for them to, you know, get their ends off me trying not to let shit bother me. So, thanks. I'm glad somebody said Rochi was in here. What a fucking, oh my God. I couldn't even possibly care about being Team Echo. Okay. Rochi is a fucking ingrate. How dare you? You deserve nothing. Do you know why I stopped donating to Echo long before Hackamania? Because Rochi tried to shame me for it. And I told Echo about it. And I said, I won't be giving you any more money, and I know it's not much, but I'm surely not the only one. And he said, oh, that's just Rochi's thing. He just likes to make people, he just likes it, he think it's a grift and shit. Okie dokie. Well, no offense, Echo. That's a bad business partner. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be my fucking business partner. I'm sorry. And, yeah. Stay flailing into the fucking ether trying to get my attention, Rochi. Why don't you start a whole show about me? I've got to be more interesting than Joey C. I mean, I'm actually not. I know I'm not. I'm just kidding. Joey's the shit. I mean, I don't give a fuck. You know, you can make Joey scream, and I guess that's fine. I can't imagine spending years tracking every fucking second of his life. But if I didn't have a job, who knows what the fuck I would fucking waste my time doing? Trolling people like me, apparently. Okay. See, anybody who says who's pro Rochi, fuck off. That's fine. I don't know. I have mods, but this is all a learning curve for me. See? So whoever this cunt is. There we go. I don't know how to do that. How long that was for. I just want people to, I mean, obviously these are either Spurg friends of Rochi's or Rochi. I mean, he's probably run out of ways to put Rochi in his alt names. But yeah, I do have like several. Don't worry about it. Tim, all right. Tim. Well, whatever. Okay. Yeah, I just want to be able to get back to this later so I can, deal with it. I don't want to be distracted with losers. So back to what I was saying. So I had to do this my way, right? Basic as shit. I'm on Supertip, supertip.gg/Kim. And I've been on Supertip since January. The problem is I know what I'm working with, which is bare bones shit here. I'm poor, but at least I work. I mean, it's more than many, many people can say around here. But I figured out today that, yes, I know I couldn't put Edmux or OBS on my 5-year-old Chromebook. StreamYard works great. But without either one of those, I can't do an overlay of Supertip. So I don't expect anything. But if I get something, I don't know if I'll even know. I guess I should open a Supertip panel. And I'll read them. I only had text tips anyway. But I just want to do this to just fucking figure out this learning curve and draw out the fucking assholes, right? So that I can now, okay, then we'll just do that because I know who he is. I mean, I told somebody this would happen. And I told a couple people, wait, you watch my chat. I really didn't want to have to interact with this, but you know, I'm a burn victim. Why am I a burn victim? Am I Rochi's identical twin sister? That's the only way you could call me a fucking burn victim. Like, did you see this dude? I mean, he's probably, I also look better IRL. I have a feeling Rochi looks a little better IRL, right? Because, you know, he's only been doing this a couple years. God forbid he should have a decent audio, a decent camera, anything. This is a sheet behind me. You would not believe the MacGyver shit I got. If I move too much in one direction, it's over. But I'm still doing better than this non-gatekeeping cunt who bores people. He's a show killer on top of everything else, right? Okay. So back to what I was saying. So I had to do this my way. And unfortunately, my way, for many reasons that people don't need to know, but a couple reasons I will be open about. I have to talk about my doxing in my past. I guess the biggest reason is that in order to address some things I want to address afterwards, I can't dance around my past and also talk about it. And also, some people have been very vocal about it. A lot of people have had a lot of things to say. So I'm going to say what I had to say. And I pre-recorded it because there was no fucking way I thought I would think I could do this and get through it and be calm and do it right. It's a video. It's almost 10 minutes long. This means I have to get it from, oh yeah, I can just add it. I think I downloaded it. So I don't care if anybody watches it or not. It's a little serious, as it should be. I don't care if anybody thinks I deserve grace for shit that I did decades ago. I really don't. If you don't forgive or have grace or have empathy, that's you. That's not me. But getting doxxed really reeled me back to that time period. And it was all very painful. And one of the things I'm going to, in my video, is I talk about a tragedy. Ironically, a great time for me to talk about this tragedy, but it is what it is, because it was the catalyst of a lot of fucking bad decisions in my life. And my life would have gone in a drastically different direction if this one thing had not happened. And it is in my Kiwi Farms docs. So it's almost 10 minutes long. I think I paused a couple times. And when I'm done, when it's over, I will have one more thing to say about my past, and then that's fucking it. One and done. I don't call me all the names you want. Ask me try to get stories out of me, whatever. It was a really shitty time for me. So one and done. But you will quickly see as I get into the fun and funny stuff. Oh, this bitchiness is going to go away. I promise you. We are going to have some fun. I'm so excited. I won't answer any questions. I won't respond or react to whatever, former lot lizard, method, whatever the fuck everybody has said 1,000 fucking times. It's, how many, I mean, you get to a point where you've heard enough shit from somebody, it couldn't even possibly faze you, but especially the people that are saying it. So I'll be one and done. After the video, I have some things to say to the individual who has had more nasty, shitty, vile, disgusting things to say about me than anybody else in my entire fucking life. If you don't know who she is, ask around. We're going to broach this subject, but now I have to play this video. It's like 10 minutes, and I'll be taking a little break, getting a little more liquid courage. Oh, did you guys run out of alts? You have 10 minutes to make more. All right. Now this video file. I should be doing this in a different panel, I'm sure. There we go. I don't want that one. There we go. Like that. It's all a learning curve. The purpose of this is for me to talk about my doxing earlier this year and my some things that came to light about my past. So I was doxed on Super Bowl Sunday, February 8th. On Kiwi Farms, it was very thorough. Decades of my life, probably my whole life. And the things that people have focused on are really my criminal record. So my criminal record is a kind of a two-parter. I did some dumb shit in my early 20s. Oh, that sucks. Okay, I'm back, but can you hear me? I got one of those aw snap things. Okay, let me close this. I don't need this. Hold on. We're going to be bare bones. This is apparently a connection issue. I'm going to try this one more time. I don't know another way to do this. I did record this through StreamYard, but I downloaded it, so we'll see. Try again. Okay. Buena suerte. The purpose of this is for me to talk about my doxing earlier this year and my some things that came to light about my past. It's stuttering. So I was doxed on Super Bowl Sunday, February 8th. On Kiwi Farms, it was very, very thorough. Decades of my life, probably my whole life. And the things that people have focused on are really my criminal record. So my criminal record is a kind of a two-parter. I did some dumb shit in my early 20s. I got a DUI. I did some credit card shit, pled guilty to a felony, course corrected. And by 1997, I was trying to do the right thing. And then the worst thing that's ever happened to me didn't actually happen to me. My mother was murdered. And I debated how much detail to give here, but I'm just going to give a little bit, nothing gory. My mom was a really nice, classy woman. She had been single for several years. She'd worked at the same small business for years. and she was just a woman in her early 50s, living her life. And earlier in 1997, she had dated one of her bosses very briefly, like 4 to 6 weeks, broke it off. And over the course of the summer, he was not taking no for an answer. And the last week of September 1997, they had gotten together for drinks. They talked for hours, and it became clear to her. Clear to her apparently that he wasn't getting the message. So on Friday afternoon, as he was leaving work, she handed him a letter. I've read the letter. This is pre-email. I've read the letter because it's in the police report, and it basically said, "If I can't be the person you want me to be, and if it's easier for you, will find another job." And that was at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and by midnight they were both dead. And there was a third victim who lived. It was obviously a murder-suicide, and there is another victim. And that was it just floored me. It almost destroyed me. I couldn't handle it. I didn't handle it. I was lost. This is not edited. I may pause if I need to pause, but that event kicked off years of wanting to die every day, severe depression, self-destructive behavior,
Thanks.
bad decisions, criminality, and I acquired an addiction to methamphetamine, which in hindsight, I never tried meth before. And I had been on several antidepressants, none of them touched, none of them did anything except they all had side effects. And I think the meth was me self-medicating, and it turned into something that I couldn't get out of bed without. And that's just how it went for years. And when I say I wanted to die every day, I wanted to die every day. But we have my uncle committed suicide, so I know the residual feelings for the people, the loved ones who were left behind, and I just didn't feel like I didn't want to be the person who couldn't be bothered to hang out despite whatever pain they were going through, in order to, I just didn't want to leave anybody with those feelings. So I just waited to die. I was waiting to die for years, barely surviving. Lucky to be here, to be honest. And then one day, I had an ideation about how I could do it and make it look like an accident, so the whole pre-guilt about what feelings people might be left with wouldn't be a factor, which is a ludicrous idea, obviously. But it was the first time I'd actually thought about it in an intentional way. And I guess it scared me. And, I had already quit engaging in some of the activities that people are focusing on now. But at that point, I couldn't keep doing what I was doing. I had to pick a path. So shortly after that, I left Las Vegas, and I couldn't find a job. So I moved again. And within 3 years of leaving Las Vegas, I was working 2 jobs and I was in school full time. And even though that was just an associate's degree, I finished that in 2014. So when I say this was all a long time ago, it was a long time ago. That is not me excusing or diminishing anything I've done. It's just, it was a long time ago. It was decades ago. And I'm not, this is not a redemption arc, a hero's journey. If somebody wanted me to explain how I got from wherever I was to wherever I am, I'd have to think about it. It wasn't I just couldn't live that way anymore. And I didn't. And, at this point, I'm not anybody's idea of success, certainly no American's idea of success. I'm definitely poor. I'm working poor, but I'm poor. And I'll always be poor. As a matter of fact, I should get comfortable with the concept of never retiring. But you know what? That's fine. I'm okay. I'm good. I'm happy now. And that's my success. That is, I mean, isn't it all that really matters in life is that you are happy? Um, the one thing that I will say that was the biggest factor in me changing my life is that I haven't been arrested or incarcerated since I left Las Vegas. And at this point, I mean, I don't do anything I've ever been arrested for. I don't commit any crimes. I don't even like speed, in my car. I mean, I don't commit traffic crimes. I guess I could say I jaywalk, but that's about it. And of course, that was the most important thing for me to do in order to turn my life around and get on a better path. Um, and that's not me being proud, by the way. I'm not proud. I'm grateful. I'm grateful, very grateful, because nobody succeeds in a vacuum. I certainly have had a lot of help along the way, and I've been lucky. And
The next thing I need to do.
I work hard, but who
is,
cares? Billions and billions of people work hard and they don't have food or they don't have a place to live. Um, I'm just grateful. So that's really all I have to say about that. Thank you for listening. I hope it wasn't too depressing. I hope it didn't come across as I wasn't the victim. I just didn't. I didn't deal with it right, and that's about it. And thanks for listening. Okay, so that's done. I'm back here. No, I'm back here. Here I am. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. That sucked. Oh, and so the one thing I wanted to say before we move on to um, is that the thing that people have been focusing on about my criminal record is my multiple arrests for prostitution and possession of methamphetamine. So there we go. Whoopsie. I'm sorry I offended you. Okay, now. I need to talk about Kiki. Kiki. And I have a lot to say about her, but rest assured, I could not touch how much she has had to say about me. So I'm just going to talk about her until I feel, I guess that itch gets scratched, because there is no reason. There is no fucking reason for anyone to be as vile and nasty and disgusting as she has been to me for hours and hours and hours and hours on her own channel and every opportunity she gets on any other show she goes on, because of course everybody else gets more views than she does. And I'm a chatter. Until today, I'm a chatter. Sorry. I went on 6 streams. And she's a professional comedian, right? Isn't she a professional fucking comedian? It's in her Twitter bio. I can't think of many professions that people can claim to do that don't require as much thick skin as being a stand-up comic. I mean, that's brutal. You got to stand up in a room full of people who are waiting for you to make them laugh. And when you really don't know how to make people laugh, you really should have built up a tougher skin, right? In addition, Kiki's not new to any of this shit. Okay. She's been around for a while. She's been on podcasts. She's been doing whatever goes on in that hug box, whatever iteration of the many names of the many shows she does for at least 3 years. She was on Compound Media, for fuck's sake. Like, never watched it, never cared about it. Don't, whatever. But it seems to me it was edgy, right? Like, and she kind of has that edgy girl, vibe going on. And she can't handle some fucking criticism. It's unfucking believable. And it's not just me. But you'd be hard pressed to find another chatter. By chatter, I mean another person who doesn't stream from their own platform on a regular basis. Okay. You'd be hard pressed to find another chatter who she's gone out after harder than me. If you don't believe me, go to her channel any day after February 8th. But the closer to that time frame, there's a whole clip with my name in it. There used to be a whole stream. I think she changed the title. I haven't seen it. Who cares? Who fucking cares, bitch? Oh, I'm sorry. I said I wasn't going to call people names. It's all just a work in progress. We're technologically a work in progress, and I'm trying to be a better person. So Kiki has had a lot to say about me, and I'm not here to address much of that. Okay. Don't get it twisted. I'm not here. Oh my God. That was really, I didn't like that. I'm a little buzzed, but thank God. Because I really wouldn't want to come out here like all meek and forgive me because you don't like what I did 25 years ago. Not, I wouldn't be that, but I was going to hold back, before the liquor kicked in. I'm so glad I'm not holding back. So Kiki doesn't take criticism well. She's been very, very, I was saying, go to her channel after February 8th, find a transcript and search Kim or Lizard. And then you'll see. And I haven't seen almost any of it. I don't watch her shit. She is a fucking bore fest. The first time she ever fucking talked about me on a stream was in November. Weeks before I ever even thought about going on a stream. She didn't like a super chat. We're going to get to it. She didn't like a super chat I sent in on the Husey show, and she used me for content. And her mom had a lot to say. I'm sorry, her and her Dabbleverse co-host had a lot to say about me. And it hasn't stopped. But once I got doxxed, oh Jesus. I mean, just unnecessary. Just, we heard you. I mean, I've literally stumbled onto her fucking talking about me, watching a clip of somebody's show. I get sent shit in DMs too, and I'm grateful for that. Anybody who thinks that there's something I need to see, please DM me on Twitter. I don't know what it is. I'll put it in my YouTube page or whatever, but there's plenty of people, probably most people in the chat follow me or, whatever. You'll find me. DM me. Because I don't have time to consume all this shit anyway. And I found that people who watch stuff that I would never watch are good resources for me to find out when people are being particularly vile or interesting or funny. But we know Kiki's never either of those. So, she's been talking about me since November. And let me make it clear. It's not just me. I'm not a victim of her, whatever it is about me that gets under her skin. I'm not a victim of that. And she's not the only one, to be honest. It's not something I strive for to piss people off, but I really don't give a fuck. Whatever. If you're a fucking streamer and I'm a fucking chatter, then expect it. Look at what I had to go through tonight. I have 40 people in here, and I probably banned 20. And I predicted this. I predicted it. Because what else would they do? I mean, and I'm fine with the banning and the blocking, honestly. Like, I wish I didn't have to attend to it. I think what's happening is there's a lag, and maybe I'm seeing it before, because I should have moderators. But it's whatever, you know. It's just another opportunity to help them spurg. But I want to talk about Kiki, because she does this to everybody. She's a really disgusting, vile person. Okay. And not just to me. Believe me, she's been pretty harsh on me. But she's done worse to other people. And, you know, there's some things I'm not going to talk about because they're not mine to talk about. And whatever cool, funny stuff that Kiki created over there in her hug box to talk about and imply that people are neglectful parents, that they are... Okay. Just where the fuck is episode 100? That's all. That's all. It's... The internet's forever. You damn sure should have taken that shit down. I mean, gross. And I really don't want to drill down into exactly what about that was so disgusting, because it's actually going to come up again. She's very twisted. She's very twisted. As a matter of fact, let's get to a clip. You know, this pre-speaking is boring me to death. I have more to say, but I have so much to say, and I have so much to share with you guys. So, I had a theory about Kiki, about her comedy writing, right? Because she's not funny. And I've heard a couple of her like standout jokes. And seems to me that they're just true stories that she maybe tweaks a little, or because there's an airport shoe story that doesn't make sense, but it sounds like something that happened almost in real life. And then maybe she and Gino like made a joke about it. And then she just turned it into something that takes 10 minutes to talk about on stage. That ends up not being funny. So I had this theory that all of her jokes are just real stories. And then I stumbled onto this fucking clip. Holy shit. If you've heard the anniversary party, Kiki, her little routine, then you've heard this joke. It happens to be Stuttering John's favorite Kiki joke. But I thought, you know, okay, this is what I thought about this joke. I thought maybe her dad found this thing, that really happened, and maybe he called her. And because she was away, you know, call it whatever, wherever she was, and told her he found this, and she was embarrassed, and then in order to maybe lighten the mood, or, you know, ease her discomfort, he made a joke about, you know, cleaning it and FedExing it to her, and that would be funny, more funny. So that's how I thought this went, and then she turned it into, you know, what Stuttering John's favorite Kiki joke now. No. Let me get this clip for you guys. And there's something really disturbing in this clip. So I'm going to let this play. It's like a minute. And then I'm going to come back to exactly what it is that really bothers me. Uh-oh, I probably fucked that up. Okay. Wait, did that work? No.
What is the formula? Because not many people know how to do it.
I think
Can you hear that?
I have one actually that's all right. So my dad, when I moved to New York, this is a true story. I accidentally left my vibrator home, and my dad mailed it to me. without asking, he just FedExed me my hot pink
Is the
rabbit
volume good on that?
vibrator. And I mean, I opened the box. I swear to God, I looked down at it and then I said, "Oh my God, it's so much."
That's fucked up. I don't know why that's happening. Well, it's a test stream. I'm sorry. But I made no promises. Okay, we'll try this again. Let's do it this way, I guess.
Kind of, yeah, what is the formula? Because not many people know how to do it.
I think I have one actually that's all right. So my dad, when I moved to New York, this is a true story. I accidentally left my vibrator home and my dad mailed it to me without asking. He just FedExed me my hot pink rabbit vibrator. And I mean, I opened the box. I swear to God, I looked down at it and
Okay. Okay. So there's another way to do this. This is on YouTube. Fuck. See, I knew there would be issues. And I have an equipment issue. I need something different than this so I can put EvMux on it. I can't put EvMux or OBS on this. It's very limiting. And clearly, my connection is fine. It's this equipment. So I apologize. But I made no promises. There's another way to do this. Right? If it's on YouTube, I can, whoa, Jesus. Bright as fuck. Oh, well. I don't owe anybody any hotness, so the insults are silly. Coming from the best of you all, though. That's for damn sure. Okay. Motherfucker, I didn't want to have to do this. This is, what is this shit? Wait a minute. I have to have playlists. Sorry. Anyway, the bottom line is this fucking story is a true fucking story. Okay, it's a true story. It gets worse than that, though. What is her name? What is that chick's name? She's a porn star. How did I get here? Keanu. Oh my God. I have a playlist. I wasn't prepared to have to do this, and I'm really sorry. But let me talk about this clip in case I actually don't get to play it. In the clip, she says, "This is a true story." Okay. Because she asked you about your joke writing skills, your joke writing process. Jasmine St. Clair, your joke writing skills. So, your joke writing skills is it's a true story. Well, I get it. Comedians do that, right? Of course, they have to take shit from their lives. But, oh shit, I could have done watched. Let me go back. Let me search again. Let me try watch because I've only watched 2 of these. If it works. But you know, they transform it. make it funny, for one thing. Nothing that Keanu says on the stage is funny. But this is a true story. And beyond that, at one point in the clip, she said, "It's not like I want to fuck my dad." See, this is why I really need to play this for you guys, because nobody thought that. Nobody thought that, weirdo. Nobody who heard that joke at the anniversary show thought, oh, this is about Keanu wants to fuck her dad. Nobody thought that. That's you. I have so much to get to. You know, I don't know if I can be bothered to fuck around with this constant snapping shit and this learning curve. Yes, there are clips to be played. I can definitely link them in the description. That's no problem. I guess I could go to Gmail. I have my notes in my Gmail. I don't know how useful they'll be in this learning curve process. But yeah, nobody thought you talking about, I mean, we don't even want to really do a deep dive in how disgusting that shit is, right? Do we? I don't. You know, that's the thing about Kiki. Once you start paying attention to the shit that she says, beyond being the most hypocritical fucking human being on the motherfucking planet. I mean, okay, maybe I don't need clips. I'm already deep in. I'm not really trying to do this for hours. Let's see, official test streams. See if this works. Oh, well, we can do that. Oh, yeah, this is very relevant. I hope this works, because this is actually very useful if it does work. Copy link address. But I'm going to want to do that here. Sorry. Okay, that didn't work at all. What the fuck just happened? Okay, let me just do this then. Anyway, besides being the most hypocritical person on the fucking planet, she, which is annoying to me, because she wants shit done for her that she gets up in arms about. Oh, here we go. Oh, wait. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I'm not even logged into the right YouTube for this. So I guess I'm just going to talk. Fuck it. I'll link some things in the description and in the comments for you guys to check out. Maybe I'll put some things on Twitter, because I actually did clip out some things. It's just that they don't, like, I don't think they're going to go. I'm going to try this one more time. But Keanu's dark. There's some, she goes too dark. She goes too hard. She gets too mean. She's too defensive. She's always going after people's families. She's always shaming people. I mean, half the shit that comes out of her mouth is shaming people. And understand that I only watch her either when her show gets clipped, which is only when she's like fighting with somebody or reading someone's DMs. Oh, I have a prop. Oh, I don't think it's close enough. It's over there. I wish I could play a clip so I could pop up and get it. I have a prop. Oh, man. I want to go get it. Fuck it. Fuck it. It's amazing. My prop. Yeah, baby. I have a prop. I'm biting off Kiki, but I think that either she bit this off another low life nobody streamer who doesn't make any money, or vice versa. Anyway, I'm biting. So this, oh, this is the oh, it's backwards. Ah, fuck it. It's fine. You get the gist of it. This is the untrustworthy board. These people, it's not that these people are untrustworthy. See, I really should flip this, but I don't know how. You get the idea. I'll just read it to you. It's not that these people are untrustworthy in any way, shape. Maybe they are. I don't know. They're not my fucking friends. These are people whose privacy and trust Kiki has betrayed. All of these are since August of 2024. And it starts with April. The most egregious, in my opinion. Fucking disgusting. Yeah, I definitely don't need any fucking clips. I really have, I've had a lot to say about Kiki on Twitter. Yes, I have, because she's fucking disgusting. But her response to that is to go after me. I have a clip I'm going to try to play. But I'm going to describe it first. This happened about Missy. Oh, I forgot to finish telling you about my untrustworthy board. So the list so far, I don't remember them all. I think we're in double digits. But the list so far is April times 2. I forgot about the second one until I started watching and listening to stuff and getting ready for all this fun we're going to have. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to have some fun. Wait, that's a song. I'm going to have some fun. I'm Rob Bass, right? Okay. April times 2, Carl, Ashley Cummings, Missy B, and Ken Mosca, and I know there's more. So if you in the chat, or you can put in the comments of anybody that you, because I had to get a way bigger board than Kiki needs for her current, the current targets of whoever she's trying to terrorize out of her inability to just take a criticism and return in kind. So that's the board. So this little clip, if I get it to play, great. If I don't, let me describe it to you. Back when this Missy B thing went on, which was, if you don't remember, she was on Stuttering. It's a great, actually, the whole clip is great. I mean, I only clipped out a tiny part because it's also relevant to this Chrissy Mayer stuff. That's why I wasn't going to bother with it today, but it's relevant. Let me tell you, once you start listening to her and paying attention, it's all wild. I don't know how this functions here. The mental gymnastics are Olympian. How her own expectations for herself just are situational. But she definitely thinks she's better than everybody because she definitely thinks that she should be treated in a way that's far above what she ever has or would be willing to return to the world. And that's really all I really want to play clips about. I really don't want to be here running my fucking mouth, but it's okay. I got things to say. And I'm glad I had came back to this. Because why Kiki? Why Kiki? I mean, besides the fact that she's been horribly nasty about me, so have other people. To be honest, I find her intriguing in that very few people in the world have been given this many opportunities and advantages and done absolutely fucking nothing with it. Never been successful at anything. Won't listen to any good advice or any possibly legitimate criticism because she's never wrong. And is so... There's a lot of shit here she hasn't dealt with, but she makes that everybody else's problem. And that's what makes her a really nasty individual. I said this before. I'm going to say it again, up front. This is going vastly different than I thought it would, and it's totally fine. Kiki does not want to be... Look, let's talk about Jason Scoop, shall we? First of all, and I have to say this up front because I'm quite sure I've been accused of, joking about, throwing this in her face, denying, because that's what she does. Everybody's, all of this person's, who has ever watched this person's stream is subhuman garbage and all the other fucking nonsense she comes out with. So I'm sure I've been accused of engaging some sort of Jason Scoop attacks, if you will. Never. Find it. Prove it. Never. That's not me. I don't think it's funny. Don't get me wrong. It can be very fucking funny. The Easter Cry stream was hilarious. I really got to be able to play clips before I do this again. The Easter Cry stream was amazing. If you do not know what I'm talking about, please go to the Husey channel and subscribe. Love him or hate him, he does create some content. And I've been in some live streams that really fucking fun. And Easter Cry stream was unbelievable. I don't think Kiki deserved all that shit. You know what? We don't even have to watch it. I broke it down. I have some stats on the Easter Cry stream. So the Easter Cry stream was on the Husey channel. I can't fucking remember who was on there. Shmuel, Lemmy, Mommy, Husey, and Kiki. Okay. And it all starts out, this is whatever they do, yipping yapping. And about an hour and 10 minutes, I mean, maybe an hour and a half into the stream, Mr. Z, shout out Mr. Z. Love that motherfucker. You deserve all the credit. Maybe I get under Kiki's skin, but she runs from this motherfucker. She did it the other day on the Husey show. Mr. Z made her cry quit on Easter about Jason Scoop. I don't remember what the super chat was. I think it was something like, I don't know. It's always like some form of justice for Jason Scoop. Right. Okay. So he super chats this in and she starts crying. And I really do want to be able to play this because the whole thing that built up to her leaving. And then when she came back, it was a couple of minutes of me aghast because nobody in this community, nobody. I mean, maybe there's some men who do it that I haven't noticed, but I'm not aware of anybody in this community who's been as dismissive and mocking of other women's abuse than Kiki. 5 people. 4 of them in the 4 of them since 2024. Alex Engelbert was in the past. I don't know how far past, but definitely has been very vocal about that. I have no problem saying her name because she tweets about it. That Kiki denied her abuse from the Jason Scoop. She did it to April when she decided that, April must have lied when she said she was abused, and I'm going to believe that she wasn't abused when she denied it because, of course, Kiki knows that abuse victims never deny it, right? You were in an abusive relationship for years with some dude, and at some point lived with your mother, right? I don't know the parameters of that. I don't know. I'm assuming Kiki also lived there, but whatever. And you say that he abused you for years, and you just, nobody noticed? Or did you lie? It's part of what being a victim does, right? So she decided that when it was opportune and when she felt like it, that she was going to go with the more convenient story, not the one that protected her friend, not the one that not the one she would expect. If she were April, if the tables were turned, if she were April and April were Kiki, she would be devastated. And she would go on streams and talk about it for the rest of her fucking life. And whatever, talk about it. Use the streams as your therapy, but it's clearly not working. But I mean, what a disgusting fucking thing to do. Who gives a fuck if you believe somebody? Why are you mocking it? And I spoke about a few dudes who put their hands on me back in December on that I'll See You Guys stream. Just because I've been there. But I've never been in anything ongoing. it was always one and done. Whatever it is about me, I've not been the one to stick around for it. I guess maybe I got lucky. But I've talked about it. Mock it. I don't give a fuck. Shit was years ago. Who cares? Her shit was 4 years ago, and she cannot stop fucking crying about it. But here's the thing. It's not really about Jason Scoop. I mean, she clearly is still traumatized from that. But she's losing it. We noticed this when she was on Husey with Zenhauser. And again, Mr. Z. Maybe I should name this stream, Shout Out Mr. Z. Because he's amazing with his, it's ridiculous. I don't know if he even really fucking hates her, but he is making a point. Some people just want to show her what it's like when other people mock and deny the abuse that you had. I don't participate in it. Never have. But I sure damn think it's funny sometimes. And the Easter Cry stream was fucking amazing. I did the counts. So, after she left. So she left. I need my glasses for this. Uh-oh, I froze. I don't know what that means. I'm frozen, and that's not a good look. Uh-oh. Okay, I know what to do here. I know what to do. Oh, my God. Everything's so fragile. Jesus Christ. That's ridiculous. Okay, let's go here. No. Okay. I don't know what to do. Let's see. I guess I'll just do this. I guess you can't hear me. I don't really care if you can see me, but I guess. What do you know? I didn't do anything. Okay. How about camera? The camera should be fine. Right? Do settings? No, nothing? Should be fine. God damn it. Okay. Why? My camera's fine. What are you talking about? I mean, what are you even talking about? Let me try this. Okay. All right. How do I do settings? This is bullshit. I don't know why this keeps happening. I'm really sorry. Oh, you can hear me anyway. Okay, good then. Fuck it. If it happens again, I'll just keep talking and I'll look at the chat. You let me know that you're still there. Okay. So here's the cry stream. An hour and 17 minutes is when Kiki leaves, thanks to the Honorable Mr. Z. Then she comes back. She's gone for like 8 minutes. She comes back at 1:25:40. And she rambles on about why she came back, blah, 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 for like 2 minutes. Good stuff, though. I mean, honestly. My theory is she didn't want to cry alone. I don't think she in any way, shape, or form anticipated the super chat assault that she was about to face. And it was fucking brutal. She should have left again. But we know why she did it, right? Because then she gets to play victim. It's always about playing fucking victim with this one. Everything is about playing victim. Or shaming other people. I forgot. This is two things on the list. So she goes on for a while about a minute. She talks about how long the abuse went on for years. So, she lied about it. But she denies other women who make the same claim. It doesn't make any fucking sense. At one point, somebody super chats that they want the x-ray or it didn't happen. And she knows exactly where the x-ray of her broken wrist is. That's telling, right? And then I super chat in at 1:41:23, and I did not say anything about Jason Scoop. I put it on Twitter. I think it said, "Cry bully bitch, been breaking down a lot on streams lately," which was true because the Easter Cry stream was the third stream in a week where she flipped the fuck out on a fucking guest over a super chat. And then she breaks down on it's all within a week. And that super chat was discussed on her show the next day. I was shocked she even showed up for a show because she stuck around for another 55 minutes after she came back. And here's the stats. Holy shit. I think they're down here. Yeah, I wrote them down, but I lost them. That's fine because I remember in 55 minutes, the number of super chats that came in that were critical of Keanu, but didn't mention Jason Scoop, was about 16, more than that, but that was, I remember stopping there. I probably missed some. And the number of super chats that came in that mentioned Jason Scoop specifically was another 14 or 15. So within 55 minutes, 30 more super chats came in. Husey laughed. It was funny, dude. It was fucking funny. It was, do the math on that. That's one super chat every fucking 2 minutes or less. And she cried again and again. And she played victim again. I'm a human being. Am I the wrong one? No, it's fine that you're a victim. It's fine that you play a victim. What isn't fine is that you mock other victims and you also platform abusers. So you should choose. Pick a lane. Fucking pick a lane if you don't fucking want people to constantly go at you about Jason Scoop. But that ship has sailed. That's never going to stop for her. She's bye. She's too, I don't know. She'll never be a good person. That's for sure. It'd be nice if she was, but she won't. So fuck her. Hi, Jenna. Fuck her. And you know why she won't be a good person? Because she never does anything wrong. Who cares? Just stop trying to hurt other people so much. She just all she wants to do is shame people for every fucking thing. Looks, body, disability, promiscuity, being too ugly to get fucked. I've been shamed for both. And yet, when it's done to her, it's a fucking problem. Well, fuck off then. You're not a victim if you're going to continue to be such a fucking hypocrite that nobody has any sympathy or empathy for you. It doesn't. Oh, okay. Here's a supreme Kiki victim statement. It's a good one because you've all heard some variation of it. Okay. This always comes up like she's defending her behavior against somebody. Somebody's asking why she's having a problem with so-and-so, or some super chat came in, why are you doing this? Or it doesn't matter what I do, John. It doesn't matter what I do. People won't like it. So that's just about, I don't think there are no words that come out of her mouth that are as useful as that, right? First of all, it excuses all the shitty behavior she's already engaged in. And then it pre-excuses all the shitty behavior she's going to engage in. And it also allows her to play victim because it doesn't matter what she does, right? Which is all just utter nonsense and bullshit. It's really time for you to fucking grow up. It doesn't matter what you do. But I don't want her to do anything different. I know I'm not having that's selfish of me to want her to continue to do what she does. I don't want her to do anything different. I want her to continue to do exactly what she does. Because she doesn't have very many people left. You know, a lot of people haven't given her a second chance. And she comes sniffing around and begging around, you know. So many people that she's done so much nasty bullshit to. And some of them give her another shot. Okay, fine. Whatever. You're stupid. But that's cool. Some of them haven't, and I hope they stick to their guns. Certainly couldn't be me. It couldn't be me. I mean, I don't wish her any harm. Of course not. But I mean, she's never going to be a better person anyway. So fuck her. Fuck her in her well-worn, retired by 30 years old asshole. If she's just going to continue to be so nasty to every fucking buddy sooner or later. Now, the other thing, the thing about this inherit grudges clip is twofold. First of all, she gets, oh, I'm frozen again. Oh! Okay, if you can hear me, I'm going to keep talking. I'm going to go out, though. So first of all, she gets all up in arms. She goes back on, so she's on Stuttering John. Missy B pisses her off. And makes her cry. And when she comes back, first of all, she lies about it. She says she went off to check her connection or whatever, but then she admits that she actually went off to talk to Missy B. But then she starts crying about she can't be bothered to inherit other people's grudges. And I've heard this a few. This sucks. Okay, this sucks. I'm sorry. I'm going to fix all of this. I think one piece of equipment will do it. This is just a lot for this, whatever this thing is. But I don't want Kiki to change anything because I just want her to be as happy as she is right now for the rest of her life. I mean, she cannot stop crying. And she won't log off. And okay, she spurred out on Husey over Zenhauser saying, what the fuck did he say? A scoop is blowing up on Instagram. This came on another Mr. Z super chat. And she fucking flipped out on him for like 10 minutes. She left it and came back to it. And that's the first time I saw it. And I was like, oh, what's something going on here? What's going on? And then the Levy-verse with Pat Dixon. That was lovely. That was amazing. One little super chat. That was mine. It was mine. And it wasn't my name. Yes, it was an alt. It wasn't to fool her. It's an alt plenty of people know of. It's not a secret. I just didn't want her to see my name and call me a former lot lizard and not pay attention to the super chat. And by the way, the super chat was something along the lines of Kiki laughing it up with the hero who broke Gino's jaw. And this kicked off like an hour of her trying to get Pat Dixon to apologize to her. It was amazing. I watched this live. I couldn't believe it. And where the fuck was Gino? Because Gino was in the chat before. I'm watching Levyverse because I love Bob Levy. He's fucking amazing, awesome, hilarious. I want to be thick-skinned like him, like not give a fuck what anybody says. He doesn't give a. Maybe he does, but he doesn't show it. And he's hilarious. I love the boomer humor. And I'm watching this, and she's in the chat link begging. It's the day after Pizzagate, which was when her mother told her repeatedly that she hated her and wanted to kill her. Holy shit, I forgot that was in there too. Wow. So there was a Zenhauser thing. Then she's fighting with her mom. Then she does this thing on Levyverse where she begs for the link to go on. She goes on. Her and Pat Dixon are laughing it up like they're, buddies. Haven't seen each other for a while. And then I send in this super chat. And for the next hour, she's trying to get an apology out of Dixon for a man she wasn't even with, is my understanding, when he got his fucking jaw broken. Or if he didn't, who cares? I mean, as one of the results of that amazing super chat of mine is that Doom created a video where he showed some receipts about all the different stories Gino has told about his broken jaw. I do not care. I just loved being there and, watching the shit go down. And then the next time I see her on a stream, she's fucking crying on Easter for an hour. Things are not going well. That's karma. That's your karma coming for you. And I'm here for it. Now, before I feel like I should end this. There's only I see 27 people, and I also have to get up for work in like 4 hours. And I can't play any clips, but I'm gonna try one more. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, then I'm just gonna end the stream. Thank you guys for hanging in. Thank you for, I need some help. I think a better piece of equipment will solve all of these problems. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so let me try to play this. This clip, not only does she whine about inheriting other people's grudges when she needs an army. She needs a fucking army to go against her enemies. After I got doxxed, it wasn't enough that she, Gino and all his Twitter alts and his fans and her family / Dabbleverse co-hosts, all of their sycophants, the other streamers, at least 2 that I know of, that pulled my criminal record up and used it for content to try to humiliate me. That wasn't enough for Kiki. She wanted other fucking people. She was mad other streamers didn't do the same shit. She was mad that other streamers didn't also inherit her grudge against me and follow her lead. Again, such a fucking hypocrite. And the other thing in this clip is her talking about not knowing that Kumia hated Stuttering John. And that Missy also didn't like him. She says, I don't know all the lore. I can't know all the lore. And when I heard Chrissy, I thought, oh, okay. Kiki walked so Chrissy could run. Okay. You don't have, and at least Chrissy's got a kid. You don't have time to keep up with years old grudges of someone who inarguably paid Gino and yours way for years, gave you opportunities you did not deserve for Gino. And you don't know he's got a problem with this dude? What do you do all day? Like, it's worse than Chrissy. I mean, as I said, at least she's got a kid. Maybe the kid is very demanding. Whatever. I don't even care about any of that. It must very much reminded me of her. So if this clip plays, it plays. If it doesn't, I'm tapping out. And thank you. We're going to do it again. And next time I'll be able to play clips. I pissed off a lot of people tonight, or whatever they do. You saw them or you didn't see them. it's just interesting why anybody would give a fuck about me. But it'd be nice if they sent me a super tip at supertip.gg/KimN. Here we go. All right, let's see. See if this works. Okay, add to stage.
And I'm like tired of it. It honestly has me kind of like shook that like I don't know what's going on there, but we love Anthony, we love Missy. They were at our fucking wedding. Like I have no idea. I thought it was like a goddamn like joke, her saying send me the link. Like I read it off the cuff just because I was like, oh, she just
so you said
this is the thing, John. I don't know. I thought Anthony was just having fun with it, like, you know, goofing around, or like I don't know the lore of why Missy and Anthony don't like you or whatever. How could I possibly know? So I was just fucking around. Like I did not send her the link.
Okay. Did that work? Okay, so I actually wasn't gonna even bring that up, but it just was very just really reminded me of Chrissy. Okay, now since that worked, let's try another one.
Fucking grudges.
shit. Now we remove that. So remove from studio. Try again. I have more of these. I just want to put it out there. I don't care if 5 people are watching. I worked hard. Let's see. Well, this seems a little, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to try to play. I need a timestamp. I think I know it. The first time that Kiki ever used me for content, back when I was a chatter. This sucks. See, this is the problem. Oh, not pretty close. So I need to get into 124.
Look, and like I mean, and then now me and Ava, right? Look, Ava's laughing. It's like,
voice.
okay,
Jesus Christ.
This is not the world anymore, Lem. It just isn't. But
I hate your name too. What does it mean?
Okay,
Lemmy.
I'm going to talk over this because this is fucking
the
nonsense.
internet
But
and misogynists on it. I don't
this
know.
is probably as
That
close
reminds
as we're
me of
going to get.
lemmings.
It's coming.
They
Okay, well,
So-
that would be a
into
good
the
word
sea.
for her. Yeah,
They
they
right.
run on the beach and then they
So I sent in a super chat on the Husey show. There's context to it. It doesn't really matter. She didn't like it. And I had never been on a stream or remotely thought about going on a stream. I was just a chatter who got under her skin. She didn't fucking like it. So she proceeded to do this stream. I believe this was, I wrote it down, but fuck it. This was November 18th of 2025. And I'm glad I'm able to pull this up because I need to address this slut shaming business. Okay. One of the things I got called out for after I got doxxed was being a hypocrite because I've slut shamed Kiki, they say. Okay, fine. Guilty. It sucks. It's not having it done to me. I mean, if people didn't shame me for that, they're shaming me for other shit. Who cares? It just sucks. It feels shitty to do it to somebody else because it's only done to women, right? So, you know, I'm not going to do it to her. I haven't done it to her in quite a while. And I don't plan on doing that to her. The problem is trying to figure out exactly what is going to bother her is really tricky because the expectations change from person to person, situation to situation. So that's one of the things that I had planned on going into, which will just be around the corner when I figure out how to play clips better. But, you know, she hasn't stopped talking about me since November. It amped up immensely since I got doxxed. And she's slut shamed. What did Merch say? They're cyberbullying me to death. She's trying to slut shame me to death. Former lot lizard Kim Nicholson. You know, she should fucking have it tattooed on her forehead, honestly. Then she probably wouldn't feel the need to go out into the world, onto other streams, and yank my name out of thin air when nobody's talking about me and try to shame me. It's ridiculous. Like, I mean, what if I was her rosebud? I don't know if anybody understands that reference, but I won't be around for it probably. I wouldn't know anyway, but imagine the last words. Kim Nicholson is a former lot lizard. Amazing. But really unnecessary. And then she doesn't want to be slut shamed is the thing. That's the fucking problem. It's always the fucking problem. She's better than us. She doesn't say it because she knows that's a bad look. But rest assured, Keanu C. Thompson is better than all of us because she thinks we should treat her massively better than she would ever dream of treating any of us. So obviously she thinks she's better than us. And, you know, just shut up about it already. I don't really want to get, you know, this is going to be back and forth. It's not, though. It's not going to be back and forth. I don't give a fuck what she says. I haven't given a fuck what she says since this shit we're going to watch right here. I couldn't even get through 2 minutes of this fucking shit. And she and her mother talked about me, according to someone who watched it, for 6 minutes, which is really nothing, right? But still, about a chatter, about shaming for a profile picture, you know, it's fucking big. For what? Because you didn't like a super chat? How many thousands of fucking super chats does this professional comedian get that she can really, really single out this one? And yes, there was judgment in it. I guilty. Because slut shaming was being talked about on that episode. I don't remember the context. But anyway, you know, this garners me being content on her show when I'm just a chatter and really don't have. Here's my problem with that. I don't have an equal platform from which to address somebody who's using hours of streaming time to talk shit about me. I'm not doing this for that reason. I'm doing it just because I'm fucking tired of keeping my motherfucking mouth shut. So 25 people watching is fucking outstanding. I'm thanking everybody who's here. And when I come back, it'll be better. It'll be so much better. Now I know where my issues are. I need something better than this, and I will get something better than this. And you know, the problem with this is it's a Chromebook, so it just doesn't, and it's not a great one. So it's good enough right now for what I'm doing, but as far as trying to do it better or do it right, this much, I need something better, and that's good to know. I'm glad I can solve all my problems, hopefully with a piece of equipment. But I stepped out and I tried, and I'm so proud of myself. I really am. Okay, so we're going to go here. And we're going to let these hens talk. Are they talking?
Run into the sea and die.
They'll run off of a cliff, even. She's a lemming. She is a pretty antisocial. She is a.
Oh, I do care what she said because she talks about my fucking family. And yes, I do care about that. I do care about that. I do care about her talking about innocent bystanders because she's not good enough to fucking focus on what's in front of her, me, and do everything she can to get under my skin without taking it all the way as low as she can get it. And she does it to everybody. And yeah, I fucking care that she runs her fucking link sucker about my fucking children. Yes, I fucking do. What would you expect me to care about? I do. It isn't, she's not going to stop either. As a matter of fact, after this, she'll ramp it up. She'll probably start talking about my dead mom. And let me tell you something. Party on. She's dead. I don't give a fuck. Say whatever the fuck you want. The damage has already been done. I don't give a fuck. But I do care about you talking about living beings who don't know who you are, who never had an unkind word to say about you, and you're only talking shit about them because you have a problem with me and you are too weak and stupid and uncreative to just keep it at this level. That I fucking care about, so she can fuck herself again in her well-worn, retired by 30 years old asshole. So back to what I was saying. Let's get back to it. Yes, I do care about that. Maybe too much. Kind of goes against the thing that she puts out into the ether. What did she say? I left my children to be a hooker, is what she said. She said it on the Cry Stream. Well, no. Mickalene is your problem, Kiki. I know why you prop your fucking mother up here next to you as your Dabbleverse co-host. I get it. It's, again, a multi-purpose thing, right? Who in their right fucking mind would drag anybody they cared about into this, whatever this shit is? What the fuck did I deserve to be fucking trolled and spammed like this? Well, whatever. I certainly wouldn't fucking prop anybody I cared about up next to me to be subjected to anything remotely like that. And to use them as a shield against the heat that I get. And in particular, Kiki, she doesn't get, no female gets more hate than she does. What the fuck are you doing propping your mother up next to you? Oh. It's a way for us to speak where Kiki can't. Okay. You resent her. I get it. You resent her because of the eating disorder treatment she would not participate in. That's life-saving treatment, by the way. You resent her. And that's why you told the world about the Eskimo sister mom story. But neither one of you will repeat it again. So I know exactly how this went down. I get it. I don't know why she talks about all her fucking sex stories, but that's fine. Who gives a shit? She names names, whatever. Who knows why? That's her. I mean, we've got worse people talking about worse shit around here than Kiki. But I have tried to get her to tell the story again through a couple super chats last year. She wouldn't do it. And that's not me shaming her. I don't know the fucking story. And when you don't tell the story, then we are left to our imaginations of, well, maybe what happened was, dude was leaving and your mom took your sloppy seconds. I don't fucking know. But not only will Kiki not repeat it, Mickalene won't either. I've heard her defend it and say, we didn't sleep together. Okay, well, the story's been told. Why are you two now acting like we're being nosy? Because Kiki shouldn't have told that story, and Mickalene got pissed off about it, and Kiki got in trouble. And that's why nobody repeats the story. But then you have to wonder, why the fuck would you tell the story in the first place? Why the fuck would you tell the world the worst thing your mother ever did? I mean, I hope. I sincerely hope that's the worst thing Mickalene has ever done to Kiki. It's a dark thought. Why would you tell the world that? Oh, because you resent her. You resent her for that very fucking thing, and that's why you tell the world, because now we can speak where Kiki cannot. Well, you can go fuck yourself. She said I harass her mother. I've said a few things to her mother about some creepy ass shit. I'm sorry. I've said a few things to Kiki's Dabbleverse co-host about some creepy ass behavior. I have. Not much. On my Twitter page, a few. I mean, I searched it today. There's a few things. Maybe 3 or 4 posts. Am I the only one? Did I call her names? No. I actually said she looks good for her age. But I also questioned, like, what do you, because it's not enough that they share this information with the world, but then we're the judgmental ones because we're freaked out by it. We're the weirdos. We're the prudes or whatever, because they choose to share these bizarre these weird details about their intimate lives, and maybe not everybody thinks like them, but we're the problem, right? I mean, we're always the problem. Let me tell you something. Kiki said I harass her mother. I don't. I haven't. No. I have, yes, said some things about her, but I have not attacked her looks because that's easy. That's been done. But more importantly, because Mickalene is a basic ass, boring Bing. There's nothing there. If she's not interesting, she's not a funny chick like she called herself. If Mickalene is like a Dr. Frankenstein to Kiki's Frankenstein's monster. Without the fucking monster, nobody fucking gives a shit. She's boring. But not only have I not harassed her, I won't have anything else to say about her, most likely. I know some things will be said about me, but if nothing else, you have to appreciate the fact that I've been pretty non-responsive to almost all of it. I engaged with a couple idiots along the way. But, I mean, have at it. They're going to have at it. I'm giving her content. She's happy. This will be, I promise you, just like I knew how my chat was going to go, I promise you, Kiki, we'll talk about this for a week. And I tell you what's not going to happen. I'm not going to wait for her to fucking say whatever she has to say, and then I'm going to plan my next stream. I'm stocked. I've got hours and hours of timestamps and clips, receipts. And not just Kiki. She's also very boring. I want to expand, but I need to find somebody that inspires me, like the one who can't be successful at anything, regardless of all the gifts and advantages she's had. Why can't she fucking make it here in this corner of the internet where there are almost no attractive females on stream, much at all? She's arguably attractive, not my type, maybe not yours, but she's attractive. She tries, she dresses nice. She doesn't have tech problems, whatever. She makes herself available for any and everybody who wants her on. Why can't she get more than 50 viewers? I know why, but it's still astounding to think that it's really because she is such a horrendous fucking less than nothing of a person that it's not enough. It's just not enough that she's attractive and fake smiles and fake laughs and, is willing to cross boundaries and talk about things. And, she's a cry bully, and some people will get behind that, and she still can't get more than 40 viewers because she's a shitty fucking person. If you don't believe me, go read the comments section of any clip that she's in. Anything where her show's been clipped, or any clip of a show where she's prominently a part of. I mean, I have every reason to really, really fucking hate her, and it just still boggles my mind how much people despise her. That's why she can't fucking get anything done right. That's why she can't succeed. But then move on. The universe is talking to you. I get it. It's easy. I mean, this is a nightmare for me trying to do this. But if I'd been doing it for years like her, well, it would be easy. And, it's, I guess, enough money for whatever Virginia Slims or Zemer, whatever the fuck, what else could you pay with that money? She doesn't crack $2,000 in a 30-day period, and she streams like 20, she streams like 20 days a month. Numbers don't fucking lie. She can't, she's not good at anything, but she came from apparently money. She most surely had her degree paid for. She said she has a bachelor's degree. They don't give you student loans and fucking Pell Grants when you come from money. So she graduated debt free. And what has she done since then? I think she was a waitress, OnlyFans, comedy streaming. She sucks at everything. She can't monetize anything. I promise you. Let me get some traction here. Let me improve a little bit. I want to get some. I want to do a lot of things. I have ideas. I have a lot of ideas. I have, like my board. That's nothing. But I have a lot of ideas, and I want to show her how to monetize herself, because people fucking hate her. And people have been fucking begging me to do this for half of a year. I mean, I don't think I would be here if people hadn't been begging me to do this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if I didn't feel that there was that I'd have some support for this, I wouldn't do it. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's what do they call it? A work? It's a long work to draw me out. Because I make no promises to come back. This is clearly not working. I need to be able to, be more efficient. And I need some help with that. But mostly I think I need a better piece of equipment. I think that would solve the problem. Well, that's pretty good. I did that by myself. I mean, I've had some help and stuff, but that's, it's a lot harder than taking a link. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, let's hear what these very classy and kind ladies have to say.
Right. Kiki Bad. Jump on that Kiki Bad bandwagon. Go ahead.
And a little knowledge, Red told us that her long red hair tickles her butt crack.
It's almost there.
I
I'm only going to listen to like a minute. They are so boring.
Right.
They're so redundant. They're so repetitive.
I don't overshare my life.
Really?
I don't overshare my life at all. I got virgin
Sorry.
hair.
I just try to get
That's
a
rich
visual
coming
of
from
you
Kiki.
looking
Holy
at
shit.
Your long hair tickling your butt crack in the morning.
It
No, you
tickles me
really
every
do
day.
overshare your life, Kiki. You
Because I
really,
eat
really
the
fucking do.
sin to cut your hair or dye it.
Nobody shows her hand better than Keanu C. Thompson.
How dare you?
It tickles your doughy butt
Oh,
crack.
come on. I can't
Well, your
listen to much more
daughter's
of
a
this.
whore. You didn't raise her right.
I
You
think
didn't
we're
raise
there.
that. You didn't raise that Kiki right.
I think you're a whore.
Am I wrong?
Well,
Defend yourself.
I do. Let me tell you something. I do.
I
get
heard you have a lot of baby daddies.
I have hundreds of baby daddies and multiple children,
Oh,
and I don't care.
yeah. Here's
neither.
more family shaming.
And I do get a little
even
bit
know this was in
excited
here.
when my hair.
I'm telling you, you
tickles
can
my
listen to her
butt
for
crack.
5
I won't
fucking
lie to
minutes,
you.
and she's talking some vile, nasty shit about
So
somebody.
what if I have multiple baby daddies
It's
and
not just
thousands
me.
of children?
I think that's great.
I
Okay.
do
More
get a
power
thrill
to you.
from my hair tickling my butt crack,
I
though.
love that.
Wait
the
a
visual
minute.
of that is
Let's see,
just
128.
astounding and hilarious. And like,
Oh,
God damn it,
128.
Michaeline! You make me want to talk about myself to you, and I won't. I won't.
There we go.
One gang song, the Chase Lynn.
I would like to also point out,
That's me.
look at this hideous woman on the bottom of the screen. This
Give me
woman
$2.
never stops with me. She never stops.
This woman is one of those virgins because nobody would ever fuck her.
Oh,
Look at
Micheline.
It's
Pick a lane.
frightening. It's hateful. Also red hair. Also red hair. I'm just
It's
saying.
not true, you
She
fucking bitch.
questioned it.
Oh my god.
The women in this space, like especially this woman, heinous, miserable.
Penis.
Kiki said her body count is over 50
Miserable.
because you were obsessed with me at 33 years old. Just fucking saying. Okay.
Well, what does that mean?
But like the amount of people I've had sex with.
Like,
right.
is that? I know, I know what that means, but like, is it like a horrible shame?
No,
Oh,
right. If a man
Oh.
said it, well,
Yeah,
I've
if
had
a man said, "I have 200 partners," everybody go, "Great, bro!
Woo! Yeah,
Ooh, I've had sex 200 times with 200 women."
right. Look at this miserable woman. Okay, and also she's one of the ones that's like she's not 33, she's
No.
53.
No, I just
I
said she's
love-
aged.
I love
immensely
Big
since
Red
getting
has said
married.
That
That's all I
shit
said.
about you too. Like, oh, I'm glad for your 54th birthday. You don't look a day over 55 or 54 or whatever the fuck she said.
I
Red.
know.
She's
You're an
talking about
ugly
Haley.
Piece of shit. I'm sorry. I keep saying piece of shit. I apologize profusely. You're not a piece of shit. You're just a mean woman.
She's misguided and also
I take
ugly.
it back.
I don't.
I
Okay.
apologize.
Okay, that's enough of that shit. I mean, it goes on for like 4 more minutes, but who gives a shit? They're so boring. Did I disappear? Uh-oh. Okay. Well, that's fine. Because we're going to look at another instance where somebody else brought up her body count, which she has said several times is over 50, which who gives a shit, but keep it to yourself. If you don't want people to have an opinion about it, then shut the fuck up about it. I mean, I really don't know where people, who's been catering to you your whole fucking life? That this is how you operate. I mean, get fucked.
Keanu's had sex
John,
with
we're
50.
trying to talk.
Keanu's had sex with 50 men.
I don't care. I didn't ask.
Around there. Yeah.
Give or take 100.
Give
She's
or
still
take
young.
1,000, you know.
I'm only kidding, Keanu.
I know, right? Fucking, oh my God. Oh no.
Now, Vince, I'm going to let you back, but I'm going to.
Okay. So, okay, you can hear me, right? I'm assuming you can. Let me see her. All right. I'm going to remove myself. Come on. Nope. Wait, what? Yeah, but I need to be. I guess I do this again. Yes, I have. Okay. So you see the difference between her reaction when I said, you know, body count 50, 33 years old. There was judgment. The Jesus fucking Christ, the JFC. Yes, that was judgmental. And I've vowed not to engage in such activity anymore. But John was eager about it. John was into it. John couldn't wait to tell Vince how many men Kiki had been with. And I don't really get what the fucking difference is beyond just a little judgment versus a little, I want to be number 51. I mean, there's obvious differences. I'm a woman. He's a man. I was a chatter. He's got a platform with obviously far more live viewers than she had. But, you know, just figure it out for yourselves. Okay, so what are we going to look at next? Oh, I know. It's a Chromebook. It's a Chromebook. Yeah. I think it's just not capable for what I want to do, the minimum I want to do. And it's fine. This thing's old. I just don't use, I have phones at home. But thank you. If you have any suggestions for something, I prefer like Apple that will do it without with a huge outlay, let me know. Thank you. Okay. So there's just one example of, how differently she treats people from moment to moment. But there's something else I want to get in before I end the stream. I can't believe I did 2 hours. Thank God. Okay. Let's see here. Before we I'm gonna let it rest a minute. Rest. Okay. I stumbled onto this. I was watching. This is a clip. Whose clip is this? I will link everything that I've clipped from or are showing you. I have used Liquid Cryptid. I have used Doom. That's the Inherit Grudges one. Keanu cast. Believe me, that ain't fucking happening much. She's only interesting when she goes on other shows, or she's fighting with her family, or reading someone's text. Mossy clips. That's the one we're going to look at now. And the Husey show. I did not get into any of the Husey show. That's a whole stream. All of these, the way she's gone sideways from between the in like 8 days. There was the Zen Hauser. There was the fight with their mom, Pizzagate. There was the Levyverse with Pat Dixon, and then there was the Cry stream. Okay, it's my lighting probably. I don't know. I'm not that. I'm pretty white. Okay, so I stumbled onto this, and I just want you to take notice of at the very beginning. Stuttering John says, because this is before the first Rodneys. Okay, so I'm off camera again. Well, let me try this. I'm going to take myself out, but I'm going to continue talking. Probably won't work. Fuck. Different camera, we're going to get different lights. So this is my webcam, but we're going to get different lighting. It's fine. So in this clip at the beginning, Stuttering John asks about the stalker lady. That Vegas beer sales Jerry said, what would you do if the stalker lady, that's me, shows up at the gig? Because this was pre-Rodney's, where Kiki and Gino and John were all performing. She and Ava were talking about, this was around the time they were talking about, what Stuttering John ultimately did. And Kiki was being encouraging. And John says, what about this what about this stalker lady? And then she proceeds to talk about me. She has fantasies about me showing up at her apartment. I mean, people tell me this shit. I don't fucking watch her shit. She said, but listen to her fantasize about me showing up at her gig, as if. But listen, some people have presented me with the idea that if I was ever interested in going and showing up at one of her gigs, I would be, believe me, quiet and present. And I would never heckle. I'm sure I won't laugh. I wouldn't be rude, and I would not interact with her in any way, shape, or form. And if any of the people who have spoken of helping me out to do that, I'm happy to do so. That sounds amazing. I mean, other than that, it's not. I mean, we're never gonna meet. I don't know why she fantasizes about me coming to her apartment or showing up at her gigs. It's very weird. And then in the same breath calls me a fucking stalker. Again, pick a fucking lane. So we are going to pop in and watch her talk about her stalker. That's me. It's all about me.
Jerry was asking me to ask you, what would you do if that stalker woman of yours showed up at the gig?
Me, the former lot lizard, Kim. Oh my God, I would say the former lot lizard is here. Please, like, oh my goodness, I would come up with, So it's as long as you're not a disturbance at the show, that's how I would feel. But John, again, I am No,
I
if
just-
no, if Kim Nicholson showed up, yeah, I would. Well, actually, I mean, that would give me a lot of material.
Keanu would
But
love if Kim
I
Nicholson
would love
showed up. That's
that.
the difference between you two.
Oh my God. There was no men to pick up on the street. Oh, Jesus. Nowhere to burgle tonight. My God. How many men did you have to blow to buy a ticket? Like there would be tons of things you could say. So you could come back at them.
Okay. This is a different camera, so yeah, see, this is my webcam and there's not enough light. But I'm gonna tap out soon. I just wanted you all to see how she in the same breath that she calls me a stalker, she goes on to Stuttering John doesn't fucking know who I am. He's never heard, he doesn't know who Kim Nicholson is in reference to Keanu C. Thompson or anybody else. He only knows me as her stalker because she went on his show and told him about me. But I'm the fucking stalker? Are you fucking serious? Get a grip. As if. Nobody cares about you, Kiki. I mean, there's some simps out there for sure. And I'm sure your family cares about you. I'm sure that's the only reason they tolerate you. But nobody out here gives a shit. Wait, what did you fucking say? There's no men on the street to blow? Then you'd know better than I would. I've never hung out in front of fucking Rodney's before, but you're out there every fucking month. And if it's not the street, it was the bar, right? It was the bar. Yeah, I wouldn't know how many men it takes to pay your rent. I don't know. Nor am I implying that you would ever do such a thing. I mean, I don't think you could pay your rent. But, you know, talk shit all you want. Go on every stream. I want to be your rosebud. You know? I mean, as I said, you should get this tattooed up here. Kim Nicholson is a former lot lizard. And then it would free up space, much needed space in your brain. So that maybe you could solve some of your problems, your real problems that are coming out sideways from you in the form of attacking Zenhauser for saying Jason Scoop's Instagram is blowing up, for fighting with Pat Dixon for an hour about something that is none of your fucking business, nor your apology to demand. You wouldn't be fighting with your mom doing outrageous shit. What are you doing? And then lying about it. And then acting the next day as if it's all of it's no big deal. It looks like a big deal to me. And then top it off with a cry stream. This was in 8 days, all of the shit I'm talking about. And I'm telling you guys, I know I'm hot, but I live in the Caribbean. It's hot here. I'm telling you guys that it's the call's coming from inside of the house. It's the marriage and it's probably money. And this is not a diss at Gino. Gino married down. I've said it a million fucking times. I don't think he's a great person, but I think if he quit drinking, he'd probably be okay. We could not say that about Kiki. No, that's not her problem. What makes her what she is? Isn't alcohol. It's whatever. But what's happening to Kiki is the call is coming from inside the house. So now something's going marriage, money, and all this other unresolved shit like Jason Scoop and the punch heard around the world is coming out sideways. And you love to see it. Because fuck her. There's no grace coming from me. There's no forgiveness. Also, there's no, even though I would be happy to go to one of her gigs, I would not engage with her in any way. And there will be no me waiting for her to respond and then responding to that. Fuck that shit. I already have much, much more work to do, but I have a lot of stuff. I mean, I need to figure out how to do this the right way. This is great to do as a test stream, and I'm glad there's people here. But I have so much. I have so much. I mean, she's a trip, y'all. She's a trip. it's kind of like if you remember a different, low end nobody streamer that we used to pay attention to like a year and a half ago. Like you could not, if you were really paying attention, you just really couldn't believe this shit was just constantly coming out of this dude's mouth. Like it just made, like there's no self-awareness, and this is how she is. And maybe if I keep pointing it out, it'll stop or not. But I think, I just think she's a real shitty person. And it's fine for me that somehow she's decided that she wants attention from me. I'll give it to her. I'm not going to shame her for anything. I don't have to. Yeah, I don't have to. All I have to do is show you guys shit. So, I'm a former lot lizard. That would be great if that was played to like I'm a little teapot song. I'm a former lot lizard. Oh, I did write a song. I do have a song. It needs some work, but I really should have mentioned this earlier because I didn't want to harp too much about Kiki, how much Kiki likes to go after families. There is a reference in the Zenhauer clip. Chi and Gino attacked Zenhauer's, parenting abilities because Kiki wasn't getting the response from him she wanted. It's everybody. They do this to everybody. I don't have to disparage her mother or her husband or any of her Dabbleverse co-hosts. I don't have to talk shit about her chatters or her supporters. All I have to do is show you guys shit. And then you all can make the decisions for yourself. But I want to make it fun and funny. That's why I have a song. I also have a game. Maybe a couple games. And, okay, I'm not going to be too ambitious because maybe I'll fucking never do this again. Maybe the thought of like having to fucking get another piece of equipment to do this and the learning curve and blah, 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 and probably have many more problems. And this is ridiculous. And I'm looking very amateurish. Because this doesn't happen to anybody else, does it? Maybe it will just be like, meh, I said what I had to say, fuck it. If I don't come back, it's not because I'm afraid. It's because it's a lot of fucking work. And I work a lot. I have a job. I have a job. I don't know how they spell that in the UK. I don't know. Are jobs hard to get over there? I don't know. I've been unemployed before. Once I turned my back on my criminal behavior, there was times I was definitely unemployed. Definitely down and out. Homeless. I never turned back to criminal behavior, and I never stopped looking for a job. But, I'm not like everybody else, I guess. To be honest, I probably just bought into some bullshit. Okay. I think there's one more clip. It's going to crash again. Okay. Oh. Okay, this crashed before. No, it didn't. Okay, wait a minute. Yeah, that's too much. I have a timestamp for that? No. Okay. If I can get this to play, I'll play it. And if not, I'm done. I want to address something Kiki said on the Easter Christ stream. She said that I harass her mother. I miss energy, to be honest, Dan. I'm always fucking tired. And I'm depressed. It's come and gone a few times in my life, but they won't give you anything for energy. So I just like drink Celsius, and we have a good, really, really good energy drink over here called Cyclone. It's the shit, but Celsius, I take a lot of vitamin D that helps, but I'm just tired. Just is what it is. I don't miss meth. Meth is not a good drug. It doesn't make people productive. It makes them A lot of them, it makes a lot of them addicted, and it makes a lot of women really bipolar. It's not a good drug, and you don't get anything done anyway. That's what tweaking is. It's just, you know, you're just fucking doing shit that doesn't need to be done. What's the point? But I miss. I wish I had more energy, but that's just been my whole life, to be honest. Vitamin D helps a lot. Swear to God. Vitamin D and apparently some of the vitamin Bs. So I need to look into the vitamin Bs next. But I was I think I was like at 23, where 30 is either 30 or below is super deficient, and above 90 is good. The thing is, like, if you wear sunscreen, even if you go outside and get sun, you're not going to really get the vitamin D you need. But anyway, so PD says I harass her mother, and I've already addressed that. But I did say something, and Kiki turned it into a lie. I said something about Kiki, and Kiki turned it into some sick shit that she has accused me of saying that I've never fucking said. I don't have the receipt for that. Even if I mean, obviously I've been able to play a few things. I don't have the receipt for it. If any of the Clippers know, once I mention it, where I might find it, a time frame, because it was in a clip of her on another show. I just don't, I have no, I mean, I feel like it was this year. It had to be this year. But I'm going to show you what of the second stream I ever went on. And yeah, I look like shit. It's fine. You know, everybody will be fine. Where I responded to her using me for content, because I was pretty taken aback by that, to be honest. She's not the only streamer who's ever done it, and I never liked it, no matter who did it. Like, play at your own fucking level, you faggots. What the fuck is wrong with you that you just can't engage other streamers? You fucking weak ass, empty, insecure, stupid, uncreative, unfunny, motherfucking faggots. Leave the chatters alone. Fuck off. They pay your fucking bills. It all goes around what comes around here. The chatters pay the fucking bills. When the streamers super chat at each other, that's money laundering for YouTube. The chatters pay the fucking bills. So, no, that is not how I describe myself. No, that's Kiki's thing. But Kiki doesn't know what a lot lizard is. And she doesn't know the difference between a civil and a criminal case. She doesn't know where Alaska is. We have to be forgiving and generous for the idiots, okay? I don't know how she got a bachelor's degree, but clearly she hasn't done anything to educate herself since. So I couldn't expect her to know the difference between any kind of sex workers, even though she was one. And I'm sure she's figured out a way to differentiate what she has done from what other sex workers have done, as she has clearly shown by slut-shaming me as much as she has. She's better than us. Well, she's better than me. She's better than Scarlett. She's better than Ashley. She's better than Haley. She's better than Missy B. Well, she's better than all of us sooner or later, right? So this was me talking about, this was back 6 months ago when I had empathy for her, even though she'd already used me as content on her fucking bore fest of a stream. And I addressed, you know, Dean, that Aussie guy, United States of Australia. I highly recommend subscribing. He has some good takes. Yeah, he's good. But I went on there and we went over this clip of her and her mother talking about me over a super chat on another show. And I said something about, I was having empathy for her because she's a mess. It's all a mess up here. I mean, she doesn't say that, but she says it. We see it. She's always tired. 6 months ago, she's, I'm exhausted from all of this. So I had a little empathy for her. And this is not just my theory. Other people have thought this, but she twisted this into some nasty fucking vile shit that she says I said about her parents. I would never say the shit she's accused me of. I would never fucking say what she accused me of saying about her parents, about anyone. If I thought it to be true,
could really turn your life around with some self-awareness and dealing with your issues. You know, everything she does comes from a place of untreated something. Seriously, everything. I mean, whether it's a lot of things speak to maybe some abuse as a child between the baby chalk, the promiscuity, the eating disorders. I mean, you can look at her and see that she has a lot of stuff to deal with. But
Okay. So is this the fun and funny vibe? No, not really. It hasn't been really that much fun for me listening to her run her fucking link sucker about me for the last fucking 3 months and me not having anything to say back to her because I didn't feel, well, I'm not stupid. I had no platform to do it from. I mean, yeah, I could have gone on other shows. No thanks. I'm ready now. I'm ready now. Anybody who didn't pull my fucking criminal record up on their screen and use it for content to try to humiliate me, who wants me on their show, I'm down. I'm not going to be on any kind of stream with Kiki, though. No kind of stream. She's the rudest fucking person on any fucking stream around here. And I'm not the one that she's going to interrupt and badger with the same question and fucking, shame me for various shit and call me names and fucking cry when she's backed into a corner and call it a win. Pass. Hard pass. So maybe that's where the fun and funny went. Also, I'm a little tired and I'm a little buzzed. And my stream started off kind of rough. I got trolled. I could never have predicted that would happen. It's too bad. I don't want to be in here blocking people. But you're not going to spam my fucking chat with your bullshit. Like, you can do that anywhere else. And I know you will. So it just sucks that that's where I had to focus. But we'll see how it goes from here on out. And I do have fun things to show you guys. I do. And I think I can make Kiki funny. It's just that she's also quite appalling is the problem. She's just, it's not just that she's mean. She's really putting a lot of nasty shit out into the world that's not necessary. I'm right here. I'm right fucking here. Address me. Don't address me. You don't need to pull in other people. But she won't stop. Of course she won't. She'll double down because Kiki is in a race to the bottom with herself. There's nothing she won't do. And she's not going to like this at all. And I would imagine it's going to be kind of similar to after I got doxxed, where there were Twitter profiles made with my picture and all kinds of whatever. People tagging me, linking my Kiwi Farms page, posting my criminal record. It's going to be the same fucking shit, probably. I mean, this is appalling, right? That I have some things to say about this Bing expecting the world to treat her in ways that she's done the exact opposite to me and other women. Lots of other women. What is the fucking problem with women, Kiki? What is the problem? I don't think she goes at men as hard. I just don't. Yeah, she's really something else, man. I really wish I could get into more stuff. I just don't think I can keep going. Yeah, that's another thing. She's so much better than us, but she lives with an animal who is arguably much cleaner than she is. Cats are very clean. But I know everybody's raised different, but why is there a thing called garbage floor? And why do you as an adult have to be told not to do it? Why are you throwing eggshells on your fucking floor? Who cleans your floor for you? But even people who have their floors cleaned for them don't throw fucking garbage, especially shit like eggshells, on the floor. What the fuck? I mean, I'm guessing that Gino cleans it up. Because if Kiki cleaned it up, she wouldn't do it again. But she's better than us. Oh, and by the way, Six. I do not like what she does to Six. I don't like that she calls Six by its wrong name. And let's not forget that when she was on Christy Mayer with Mary Jane Murphy, she walked off the set because Mary Jane Murphy wanted Kiki to not call Ava a her. Okay. Which I'm not either arguing either. I don't give a fuck. But then she will go and an animal who's been Gino's pet for years, who knows its name, she's going to rename it because why? Because you're fucking stupid? Because you don't understand animals? You should understand them if you're going to live with them. You shouldn't be kicking at animals. You kick at a cat. Oh, she didn't make contact. Would you kick at a fucking bear? Would you kick at a fucking pit bull? I wish you would. I wish the next animal you see walking down the streets of New York, leashed or not, you kick at it and see what happens. Like, it's just awful to poor Six. Justice for Six. Poor sweet kitty. I don't know. I I wish Kiki would be a better person because she tries to harm people and she does. That's all. I wish she'd be a better person. Now, I have impressions. I don't know if I should do them. They kind of suck, I guess. Pizzagate. I would like to kid in some comments, some observations about Pizzagate. I'm really yellow now. I was white. That's fine. Pizzagate was when she called her mom's favorite place to hang out once in a week or something by herself, which is a female. I get it. You want to be comfortable. If you're going to go somewhere by yourself, you want to feel comfortable. She called him and made an ass of herself on voicemail and then lied to her mom about it. And the conversation got pretty fucking heated. And a couple of things I observed about that. Mickalene was not surprised that Kiki was lying to her. You're lying, Keanu. You're lying. But more importantly, when Mickalene said that she could fucking kill I could fucking kill you right now, Kiki wasn't surprised about that. They have a very weird dynamic, but I guess we're the weird ones because it just looks from the outside. They put it out here for us. And then when there's some sort of a judgment, it's a problem. I don't know. I think self-awareness would serve them well. But I guess that could be said for me as well. All right. I really would like to play something else. But
and you could really turn your life around with some self-awareness.
I'm going to bounce out again, probably. Maybe. Okay. Remove from studio. See what that does. Okay. I don't have a timestamp for that. God damn it. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. All right. I don't know if I should keep going or not. There's really nobody here. I mean, not nobody. I don't mean it like that, but it's late and I have to work early. I would love to go over Levyverse, where she took on Pat Dixon. But there's a lot going on there. And I need my timestamps. But fuck it. We're going to do it. I'm going to go to my email. I did that over here. All right, I guess we'll just do this. There we go. Okay. If you don't know the Levyverse I'm speaking of, how many people are here? Okay, still people are. Jesus, this is a pain in the ass. I could do it off YouTube. Oh, this is not going well. Yeah, open them. Okay. Let's see. Oh, this is other shit. This is other shit. I have too many emails. So Levyverse was in between the Pizzagate and the Christ stream. And it was really cool to see her, Pat, not back down. Kudos to Pat Dixon. Fuck you and your apology badgering. What the fuck? Well, we could do Pizzagate. I feel like everybody's seen that. No, I can't. All right, let's see what this is. I'm sorry, but yeah, you're right, Jim. I'll get my shit together. I just want to make this worth doing, worth finishing. Somebody asked for fun or funny, but I need to play a clip to be fun or funny. Oh, wait, what's this? Okay, so not that one. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up then. I can't find anything else. I mean, I'm looking for the Levyverse because that is fun or funny. Everything else is kind of, you know, she really is falling apart. And I really don't know how to make that extra fun and funny. Like, I feel like looking at a Cooking with Kiki would be much more fun. Really, I can't believe I don't have. Okay, let's just do this. This is simple. This is a simple one and done. This is the first time I noticed Kiki losing it. Copy link address. We're looking for 1615. Okay, I guess I go here. And I'm going to paste a link and try to figure out how to do it. I don't know. I know I'm probably not going to be able to do this. Right? Wait. Uh-oh. Did I fuck up? How can I, what can I do here? Okay. 1615. Oh shit, this is even on my. Uh-oh. Oh no. Get me out of here. Shit. All right, well, maybe I can. Nope, too far. Okay, not enough. Well, if I can figure this out, playing it from YouTube, I will have learned something today. Okay, we're going to pause that. Oh, shit. How do I get out of here? Get me out. Oh, get me out of here. All right. Wow. What the fuck is this shit? Okay. All right. That did not work out. Okay, that did not work out. So I don't know how to share a. I don't know how to share a YouTube link. Like, I don't know how to. I do have the video file. Hold on. It's just really big, and I'm afraid I'm going to crash again because it's the whole thing. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Open. Let's see. 1615 if it works. Okay. It's a really long, big file, so I don't know if this is going to work or not. But I will say that, the way Zen handled her, I don't know anything about him, but he was really patient with her. What is taking so long? Okay. Let's see. He was really patient with her. She got triggered by a Mr. Z super chat and was like a dog with a bone just because he said, what did he say, Mr. Jason Scoop's really blowing up on Instagram. What's the problem?
Drop those links.
I had 2 shows with Pat Dixon.
All right.
That I love that.
Jason
Okay,
Scoop's
here we
killing it
go.
on Instagram. And did you see that? He's doing really good. He found his niche.
That's wonderful. He broke my wrist and abused me for years.
I mean,
so
that's
everybody
horrible.
should be a big fan. Yeah.
Yuzi laughs.
It's not
But
great.
I'm so glad that he's killing it on Instagram. That sounds
But
good.
He
Yeah.
seems happy.
He's a woman
But-
abuser and a psychopath, but that's
Right,
fine.
but
Yeah.
follow him.
But
He's
thank
pretty
you for
funny.
telling me that. I love that. Yes.
Yeah.
I have an
He-
order of protection for 10 years.
Listen,
He
we
broke
can't
my
separate
wrist
the man from the
violently. He
artist.
gets off on it.
You can't separate
But
the man
I'm
from
so
the
glad
art.
to
Who
know.
are you?
I'm so glad to know that he's doing well on Instagram.
Yeah, but
The men are
Zen-
talking. The men are talking.
The
Okay.
men are talking.
Yeah, and Scoop, get a real haircut. That's how you
that's
roast
right.
them.
He should be in jail. He's disgusting.
That's a little better.
Zeke Campesino, thanks for the 2. What stinks like ciggies and fish? Oh, Kiki's here.
Damn.
So now she's going to go back
D-Waver,
to
thanks
it.
for the 2. Hey, Zen, good to see you with Husey Entertainment and Lemmy.
I know. I'm happy to be here. Love you guys.
Zen, I know that you are a fan. That's I've had a. Can I just ask this? Do you mind? I know that because you knew me when I was with Jason, then I came and did your show, right?
Yeah, I did
So,
your show too.
Did you say that just to troll me? Like, do you still think like that's a cool thing that people should support
Not
him?
at all.
Okay.
Not at all. I just
You
all I said
that.
was all I said was that he was doing well on Instagram.
He
I
found
didn't
his
say-
niche and it was almost like congratulatory. Do you think that he didn't do those things to me or
It had nothing to do with you. I was just talking about.
no, you were just I think you were kind of trolling me a little bit there, huh, buddy?
No,
So
I'm
sensitive.
not trolling you.
Somebody
that I
said
think
something
it,
about Jason abusing me, and what did you say? He's killing it on Instagram. He found his niche. Good for him. That's fabulous.
Yeah, well,
He
I'm
should
just
be in
saying he's
fucking
doing
jail.
great on Instagram, and people are following him.
Because
but he
I
does the
know
Trump
you
thing.
like him. I know that you like him a lot, and you probably still do, right? But you can't just be like, I don't
worked
ever
with
ask
him.
anyone to disavow anybody, but like when somebody comes with like poignant actual facts about domestic abuse and
Mhm.
like all that stuff, but you're still like, yeah,
Like
but he's
April.
I
still killing it.
disavow
That
anything
Trump
that he
impression's
did.
fire.
I disavow anything that he did to hurt anybody, especially you. I mean, we had a good rapport for a while, so that has nothing to do with that. I'm sorry that if I offended you.
You didn't offend me. I'm just wondering how, because I like you, Zen. I'm just wondering
Oh,
how much are you
obviously.
trolling me here?
I'm not trolling you.
I think you are. You're like, yeah,
I
well,
didn't even bring up Jason Scoop. Husey did. Why aren't you yelling at him?
It wasn't
no, I'm not
Husey.
yelling at him.
It was
but you're
Mr.
like,
Z.
yeah, well, his Instagram's taken off, even though he fucking broke my
Because
wrist
it
and
was just I was
spit
it's
on
just-
me and kicked me and all that stuff. That's a thing to bring up. That's
we're
why
just making
I don't care
small
that
talk.
I don't care that you said it. I just wonder, like, why say it? Was it funny? Was it like
I
a
don't
fun
have to
thing for
troll you though. I'm right here. Like we're talking. Like if I was trolling you, like what trolls do is they anonymously go after.
So you're
people
still a big
online.
fan. Do you still follow him on Instagram? Do you
I'm
still
not
follow
following him. I'm saying he's.
How
I
did
see
you know
him
that
in
his
my feed,
Instagram's
though.
blowing up? How'd you
I
know?
see him on my feed.
You see him on your feed and you're like,
Yeah.
these videos are fire. I love that he's a domestic abuser.
Listen, I'm saying that he gets a lot of likes on his videos from people who
So
don't
you're
know.
Okay. So that was March 30th. So I guess it looks like my time frame was off there, that all of these 4 streams that I observed in a row of her kind of losing it was over the span of maybe 2 weeks. But yeah, kudos to Zen. Very, very patient, more patient than most people would be. Like the reason that I would never engage with Kiki directly, and I've been fuck, people want me to fucking call into her show, go one-on-one. You know, I'm not she's too rude. She's too fucking rude. You know, and I'm not mad at the people who stream she goes on, and she's rude to other guests. Of course they're not going to interrupt. They're there for the content. I get it. It's just not going to be me. It's not going to be me. There's nothing to debate. There's nothing to argue, but I would love to see one of her gigs. That would be amazing. That would be a blast. But I don't care what she has to say about this. I'm sure I'm going to hear it. You know, the most powerful thing she could ever do is just never fucking mention my name again. But she won't. You know, and I'm going to talk about her a little bit. Look, I could actually stream every week for the rest of the year. I could stream hours every week, and I still wouldn't touch how much she's already talked about me on her own streams. And, you know, it's going to continue. I hope she makes $1 million from talking about me. Because, you know, the other thing with getting another piece of equipment is almost any other piece of equipment I'll be able to use either EvMux or preferably EvMux or OBS with StreamYard. And then we're going to have a lot more fun because, of course I need a Kiki voice. Yes, I'm on SuperTip. Of course I need a Kiki voice. Of course. I don't know what else to do, though. I honestly was thinking Charlie Murphy because I think he's hilarious. But some of the people around here don't really have the same sense of humor. So I'm not sure what else to do, but I get 3 voices. And yeah, another piece of equipment will really allow me to make this a lot more fun and funny. Thank you. Yes, the chat is nice to engage with when they're not asking me, calling me names, spurging, you know, spamming. I mean, what kind of fucking bullshit is that? Just come in and just be cool or get fucked. But I like chat shows. I like clip chat shows. I like Haley's show. I like NJ Ranger and Flimsy's show. I like Dean's show. You know, where people can share their opinions, and sometimes they're not going to fucking agree. But I want to see things from other people's perspective too. I mean, this wasn't as fun as it could be because Kiki's a bitch, and she's been a horrendous fucking cunt to me, and lots of other people have been shitheads too, but I'm not talking about them, and I don't care about them. I'm very focused right now. I have one thing I'm focusing on. I've done a lot of Chip. I don't think so. I've done a lot of prep. I mean, I could play something else. Because that's the first time I saw her spurging. And then the next time was Pizzagate. But everybody's seen that. And then the next time was Bob Levy. And that's the one I can't seem to find. I don't know why I don't have it downloaded. I should have it. I feel like I should have it downloaded. I thought I downloaded everything. Let me go here. Oh, good. It's over here. All right. No. Okay. Because the Levyverse was amazing. And then Doom produced this phenomenal video the next day using some of what Kiki said about the punch heard around the world. Oh, I do have it. Oh, fuck yes. Okay. It's on. Let me remove this shit. So this Levyverse was, fuck. When did I say that was? Oh, this was April 22nd. No, April 2nd. My bad. April 2nd. So that was March 30th. This was April 2nd. So this was good shit, this Levyverse. Oh, I love Bob Levy, man. And Gina Levy's the most amazing, beautiful woman around here, honestly. I don't know. Bob got lucky. Very, very lucky. But I've become a fan of Bob's lately. Been watching Bob. So I see a lot live. And And I was live for this. This was on April 2nd. A little backstory. I wasn't aware of this, didn't become aware of this until afterwards. But this was the first time that Kiki and Pat Dixon had spoken since he punched Gino. The last time they'd spoken was a pretty, you've probably seen it. It's Bob and Pat and Kiki at Compound Media. And Bob asks about Gino, and she says, "Oh, it's nothing serious. We bang from time to time." She said it multiple times, different places in that exact same weird ass "from time to time." What a weird fucking thing to say. She's always TMI, but that was the last time. So how many years ago was that? And then she's in the Levy chat begging for the link, and this was the day after Pizzagate, and I didn't want her to have it. I don't want her to ruin my show. It's just always about her, man. Bob gave it to her. And while she was in the chat link begging, Gino was also in the chat. So I don't know what the fuck happened to Gino. Once Kiki got on the screen, he was nowhere to be found. And we're talking, she was on for like an hour and a half. But for the last, 50 minutes, it was just her badgering Pat Dixon about this punch thing and whether or not Gino's jaw was broken. And where the fuck is Gino? You were just here, dude. Where did you go? I think somebody said he went jump roping. Why? If Gino knows that, what, you really think that she's going to go on and just run cover for Pizzagate and not address Pat? You didn't want her to, or you wanted her to, and you didn't want to have to be involved, or you didn't care. It's the weirdest dynamic. He hasn't been MIA a lot lately. Whatever that means, the Rodney's thing too. Where is Gino? What? And the explanations and the cope is weird. Just ignore it. You're just feeding into it. But because I don't really have a problem with Gino, even though he's a fucking asshole to me. Fine. I'm just another woman. He's a fucking, I don't really care. It's Kiki. Gino wouldn't even know my name before for Kiki. So, but he's nowhere to be found. And as I said, my super chat that I sent in, which was not my idea. I was also in the MLC. So MLC was sniping this Dixon Kiki Levy verse. And I'm in the MLC chat, and then somebody in the free chat says somebody should super chat in about Kiki, playing footsie with the guy that broke Gino's jaw. And I thought, that's a great idea. Let me go do that. And I used an alt so that she wouldn't focus on the former lot lizard, Kim Nicholson, and she would actually read the super chat. And then it kicked off almost an hour of this back and forth shit. It was amazing. It was amazing to watch live. It was amazing that it wasn't my name. It's not my name that gets under her skin. Pig Newton did it. I'm Pig Newton, bitch. And the reason I wasn't wrong, I wasn't trying to dodge the, I don't want her to know it's me. Shh. No, I just didn't want you to focus on my name. Plenty of people know that I'm Pig Newton. I created it a couple years ago when I got banned in a chat. It's a Louis C.K. reference. I've told plenty of people about it. At least one very untrustworthy person about it. It's not a secret. I just didn't want her to focus on that. And yet, here I am, 45 minutes after sending in the super chat, and she's still fucking spurging about it. It's amazing. It's the best $2 super chat I ever fucking sent in. This Levyverse got clipped 5 fucking times. And Pig Newton super chat starts all 5 of those clips. Because right before I sent in that super chat, they were laughing and giggling like old friends. They were talking about Rodney's. Pat was admiring, her fortitude. And Pat with the backhanded compliments. Her fortitude in overcoming the crowd that didn't give 2 shits about her. Okay, Pat, we know. And going on and, doing her act. Nobody cared, Pat. You're hilarious. Trying to act like she actually did something that she wasn't supposed to do anyway. Also, Pat Dixon's got a lot of good insight into Kiki. He's known for a long time. But that's one of the best things about Bob is he's not having any of Giannu's nonsense. If you are not having any of Giannu's nonsense and you've known them that long, your judgment is solid in my book, completely. So we're going to get to the Levyverse. This is another big file because I have the whole thing and I hope it doesn't fuck up. But I highly recommend Bob Levy. The show, it's on in the afternoons. He's got a funny producer. He usually has guests. He's really funny with Pat Dixon. They're doing a nighttime show now, but you know, they kind of bounce off each other well sometimes. Who knows? Okay. Oh, I need timestamps for this. Okay. I think we're going to here.
It will never embarrass me, but now look at this. This is
Okay,
fucking,
she's not there.
I mean, I'd be so fucking angry.
Okay. So what they're talking about is Pizzagate. Pizzagate was the day before, and it got widely clipped because, you know, she was fighting with her mom. They were fighting with each other. And they're talking about that. And at this point, Kiki is link begging. She's in the chat. And Bob sends her the link. Sorry, I have timestamps. I'll be more organized better. I mean, I'll be more organized next time. Okay. Oh, I hope my Levyverse clips aren't in my email. No, it just starts right off with Pig Newton. Where's Pig Newton? Okay. I don't know. You know, this got clipped 5 times, and here I am with the whole fucking stream not knowing a timestamp. That's an amateur move. Let's see.
But also, like, what did I say that would... Whatever. It was
How many?
nothing.
7? No, nobody ever thought any different.
Wait a minute.
We all knew
Where's
that,
Kiki?
you know?
Is this the wrong one? Holy shit.
Rope the little kids
Nope.
do? What's he doing right
It's
now?
a weighted jump rope, and even your wife said that is not an easy thing to do. It's
It isn't
very,
easy.
very
You
good.
think I
It takes
listen to her?
practice and rhythm
Please.
and stuff for sure.
Yeah, you know, does he have a
I don't
double
know
Dutch
exactly
you?
when this comes in. When the
Yeah,
Pig
we
Newton chat comes in.
we get together, braid each other's hair, and double dutch all the time. It's
I
crazy.
knew it. You see? I knew this shit was going to come out, you know?
It's wild. I know.
It's hard to braid that Gino hair too, you know. curly.
Absolutely. Yep. It's very wiry. You know.
It is, right? It's like, do you like those headbands, or do you
Let
think
me
it's
see.
gay like the rest of it? Like, what do you
I'm
think?
sorry, I don't.
No, I love them.
Wait a
I
minute.
love them because he loves them. He grabs the gusto of life. We have a good. I love
There's-
anything that he loves. I love how goofy he is. He's
But
always
she doesn't braid
prancing
that.
around.
You
Yeah.
braid that.
He did a guest spot where they said
Yeah.
that he was going to do about.
It is. Brian Landon test stream $2. Kiki needs to apologize for being so rude to me. Yeah, Brian's a nice fella.
Let's see.
I defended you. I didn't think that your channel.
But
should
you
have
see
been
that they're just
struck
happy,
because
I think
you
you
were
called
laughing.
him a
Yeah.
fat piece of
Oh,
shit
buddy, buddy.
last night, if I recall, right? It
No
was a little
problems,
late.
no issues.
I don't
Hi,
think
Brian
I
Landon.
said fat. However,
No, you did. You called him
Brian
a
Landon's all right.
fucking meaty fucking nothing, you said, or
And
something
you
like
said
that.
he's 70 and eats a tiny pizza.
Yeah. No, you definitely called him fat for sure. I'm telling you, because I was like, I was up
I have
toward over
timestamps
this.
for
I
this,
was
though.
like, I was.
So you knew that Michaeline and I made up, and then you were having a slow news day, and you wanted to.
No,
make it
no, I'm
seem
a good
like-
fucking actor. I make believe it's the first time I
No,
know what's
she was
going
link
on,
begging.
okay? I don't.
Nobody
you
was
don't
begging
catch what
you,
I do
Kiki.
here?
You were in the chat
Don't lie to me
But
like
just
I
'cause
lied to
it's
Michaeline.
running your link begger
Just
as
because he made
usual.
up, it doesn't make
Look
the
at how
argument
she
less
twists
fun
shit.
to watch. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, it was pretty
She
wild.
is something,
That's
motherfucker.
I know what you're
news thing. Is that what you call your show? That's slow news?
Okay.
Come on.
No, I was like, are we still talking about the Michaeline and I fight? My gosh, so many.
Yeah,
other things
the
going on.
Dabbleverse decides when we stop talking
It
about
was
it.
hours ago. Why are we still talking about that?
Exactly.
I want that woman chasing my one ball around like a paraplegic struggling to get the straw in her mouth. Put your hands down. And if you travel any further south, I'm going to fart right on you.
Thank
You
you.
had a
This is gonna
little,
end
you had a little
soon.
accent there at the end.
A little
Let
bit.
me
There's,
see.
Some whiskey when he's doing his show, or if he's.
That's all
I am
she's
being
doing.
polite.
There we
You
go.
think I fucking.
Okay, there we go. That's me. That's Pig Newton. And again, it's not a whatever they call it. They have names for it, like I think a sock. I don't know what that means. I'm not hiding. I told this to one of the Spurgs, if I told it to one of the Spurgs, all of the Spurgs know. It's not a secret that I'm Pig Newton. The reason I didn't use my main account, even though I was in the chat at the time and my main account, I switched for the super chat because I wanted her to focus on the super chat.
Like that you did that? That's disgusting.
It doesn't, but it doesn't make him like. Look, okay.
If you can
It
read
doesn't make
this.
me the
cordial.
devil. I'm not
Yeah,
the devil.
like you don't have to hate him because this was before basically you.
Okay, the super chat says, get out of here. Kiki laughing with the hero who broke Gino's jaw and the, the Italian. Okay, that's Big Newton.
With dating, like it's like there's no look. It happens. People, emotions get crazy and that stuff.
I don't think that should be happening. I think that's insane, but that's okay. I'm not going to sit here and scold you about it.
No,
Play
I
at the
mean,
room.
I've been punished already. I went through the whole criminal justice scenario and all that stuff. So I mean, like, what happened. It's just a fact at this point.
Right. I think you took a couple too many Addies that day. You got a little paranoid.
That's actually not the case. It had nothing to do with that. I had a legitimate reason.
Why
to be
did
mad.
you? Why? For having Felicia on the show?
Because he was trying to take my private life and make it fodder for comedy when it's not something that anybody cared about. Nobody knew who she was. It was just trying to.
He called your
expose
pizza
that.
restaurant, basically. And
Yeah.
I guess you could call it a form of that, yeah.
No, but you also accused him of having sex with all these people that he wasn't having sex with.
I never
No,
did.
it was two men.
I never said that, though. That's a fact. I don't know why he says that, but I never accused him of having sex with anybody.
So do you feel bad about it, and do you feel sorry? And
here we go.
Do you want?
I don't because Librian Message just gifted one Levy House membership.
Bob
Thank
can't
you.
say anybody's
All right, get
name
back to
right.
the
It's
story
hilarious.
here. I'm liking it. Go ahead. So, Pat, do you feel bad? Like when you look back at it now, after you did that victory dance on the show we did right after it, okay?
Hardly that. No, I never went around bragging. I never went around boasting. I know that Gene.
Okay, we're going to move
I
forward.
said,
with
I'm
it.
going to host for Gino. Kiki's coming in. Pat, show up there outside and just say, hey, I'm coming on today.
No, you asked me to do the show, Bob.
Of
You
course
said you
I
wanna
did. I
come
knew what
on.
I was doing. I wrote it.
You were physically annoyed. You could definitely tell the moment you switched, Pat, when I said I've been known to bang, Gino from time to time.
See?
And then you just like went
I was
nuts.
disgusted. I was like, God, really?
That's exactly how she said it the first time when she said it to Pat and Bob on Compound Media. Exact same wording, exact same verbiage. It's the weirdest fucking from time to time. Gross. Nobody cares who you fuck from time to time. I mean, you shouldn't care who other people are fucking, but you really shouldn't think other people care who you fuck. And I know that Bob asked the question initially, but, she has to bring it up again. And then shame Pat for being reactive. This is exactly who she is. This is every fucking buddy. And it's just me. It's not just me. It's not. It's everybody. It's always everybody else is the fucking problem. And by the way, let me say something about this whole argument. If you've seen it through. If you haven't, it's been clipped 5 times. This is the actual original Levy-verse, which I asked permission to use before I didn't get it yet, but I think they'll be fine with it. But she has an expectation. You can tell she badgers for the rest of the fucking stream. She badgers Pat for an apology for Gino, and he doesn't give it to her. And I don't agree with either one of them 100%. I don't agree that if you put your hands on a coworker, you are responsible. I mean, I agree with Kiki, and Pat doesn't give a shit. So I'm fine to say that you're responsible for fucking. If you put your hands on a coworker, you should expect to lose your job. Now, if you had a reprieve and Gino didn't cooperate, and then proceeded to turn the, go to the cops and cause, you to have a case over it. I mean, how many times does one person punch another and they actually even get a case out of it, much less lose their job? So I can understand Pat's resentment. That being said, everybody should keep their hands to themselves. That's all I'm saying. Keep your hands to yourself, and then, I mean, unless you're defending yourself, then shit like this doesn't happen. But I also, this bullshit of Kiki trying to badger him into an apology, you can tell she just gets what she wants. One way or another, she gets it through lies. She gets it through manipulation. She gets it by playing victim. She gets it by badgering people. How many times have we seen her badger motherfuckers to answer a fucking question that's already been asked? Yes, sir. 18 fucking times. Time and time again. He told you when he got the motherfucking permission. Already. Multiple times. Now, Rekieta didn't win that because he reacted. But I also saw, Kiki likes to interrupt people constantly. When she's losing any footing whatsoever, she interrupts people. It's a weak fucking tactic that you can't let somebody else finish a fucking sentence. And it's rude as fuck. But she wants to interrupt people constantly, and you're only going to get really two results out of that. You're going to get Rekieta, who's screaming like a banshee. That's an L. It's just an L. I've dealt with some cops. Okay. When you're talking about two people who have a difference of opinion, like a domestic violence thing, or maybe an argument or a fight of some sort, the person who is acting the most animated and crazy is the one the cops are not going to listen to, even if they're right. That was an L for Rekieta. And shortly after that, I saw her go on something with Mersh. She did the same fucking thing to him, and he just shut down, which is what I would do. I'm not screaming over your stupid ass. I'll wait until you're done, and then I'll talk. And if you keep interrupting me, I'll just keep waiting until you're done, I guess. I guess it's kind of like like a toddler. They just fucking run themselves fucking out of energy until they shut the fuck up. I guess that's how I would have to handle Kiki. The problem is I'm not that patient, and I would end up leaving. Either way, it's always a win for her. So, you watch her with anybody like this, engaging with anybody like she's engaging with Pat. There's shaming, there's badgering, there's interrupting, there's crying, there's playing victim. It's the same fucking bullshit. I don't know why anybody engages with her anymore, except that it gets them content too, I guess. But couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. Oh, I do have a challenge though. You want fun or funny? Here we go, fun or funny. I have a challenge for Keanu C. Thompson. I know she will not do this because it's me and because she knows she'll lose. But I would challenge her to an IQ test. And here's the reason. I don't think she's as stupid as everybody thinks she is or says she is. I think it's more a problem of she's very, very stubborn. She's been told she's never wrong her whole life. She's been told she never has to apologize for anything. And she's very, very sensitive and can't handle even the slightest bit of criticism, which puts her in a place where she's always defending her actions. She's never going to change anything. But I don't think she's stupid. I really don't. It needs to be proven to me. And the way you prove that, one way, is a fair IQ test administered by a fair, impartial administrator type person. I don't care anything, whatever fucking online IQ test you want to do. I'm pretty sure I'll win, but you never know. And then after that, I will take more challenges. I think that sounds like fun. Like, actually, that sounds like fun. Or like a spelling bee. If you want fun or funny, that shit sounds like fun to me. Streamers engaging with each other, even streamers who don't like each other, like the roast battles. I'm not a roaster. I'm not suggesting it in any way, shape, or form. I can't. That's not me. I would get really mean. And mean comes too easy to me. I have to fight it. So I that kind of thing. But that's what I'm talking about. If it can be done in a fun way, say what you will about Rodney's too, except for Kiki and KB and the belly bump, heard around the comedy club of KSB and New Jersey Ranger, I mean, it looked like a lot of fun. And Chad went, that's cool. Ray went, that's cool. They travel a long way. Looked like fun. I don't foresee that in my future, but I would love to have some fucking fun. I mean, why does everybody have to be such a cunt to everybody else? I don't think I'm being a cunt. I just think I'm speaking my mind and showing you guys some shit that maybe will have you agreeing with me. I don't know. I don't. But let's take a look at how Kiki handles Pat Dixon, who will not fucking back down to her. He will not bow to her. She gets what she wants all the time, one way or another, but not from Dixon. And you know what? I bet that sticks in her craw big time.
Really?
Yes.
I was disgusted by
And then
that.
you started saying weird, violent shit, which was nuts.
This is funny.
Just at least admit, were you in your like right frame of mind back in those days?
Yes.
Like,
I was in a fine frame of mind.
What-
What was it that you think that changed?
I'll slit your fucking throat is like a funny thing to say.
Foreplay.
Because you said something like, "Oh, you want to hit me right now?" Because we were talking about Amber Heard and
I
what's his
said,
name?
keep it poppin', daddy. And then I said, oh, what do you want to hit me now? You went, I'll slit your fucking throat. I think that's
Yeah.
a little too far.
And then what did you say, Bob?
You said that women's bodies are like, I like to punch them like hanging
And then
meat.
Bob
Yeah.
said something like even.
He
to
said, I
top
didn't know
his-
he was like this.
No, you said slit the throat. I'll fuck the hole that he slits or something.
Yeah.
It was something equally.
Bob is
disgusting.
hilarious.
It's called
Bob
comedy.
actually made a joke. You just said something bizarrely violent for no reason.
Okay, now, whatever Pat said that Bob elaborated on is really not the point. She's always the arbiter of what's funny, isn't she? She of the dirty vibrator jokes. She's the arbiter of what's funny, though. All the fucking time she tells you what's funny, what's normal, what's cool, what's acceptable.
Well, it led me to a joke. You see,
What
that's
are you
what it
talking
is.
about? I'll
He
slit
set
your
you up.
throat. I'll slit your throat is a hilarious thing to say.
I'll
in that,
slit
in that
your fucking
situation.
throat?
Yeah,
Yes.
but nobody does that, nobody does that. The Nefarious Ball Washer, $5. Pat, take some goddamn accountability for once in your life. You literally sound like a narcissistic teenager blaming everyone but yourself.
No,
Right.
I don't. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
you asked me to take accountability for, calling the pizza place that my
What
mom
have I not
goes
taken
to.
accountability for?
You're like, well, he got me fired. You got yourself fired, homie.
He refused to meet. If he would have met with me, then we would
Why
I'd
should
still
he?
be there.
Why should he? Say that even happened. Why the fuck should he meet with you?
It did
He had to have his
happen.
fucking jaw, fucking have surgery on his broken fucking jaw because of you. Why the fuck should
He
he
had to have
meet
his
with you?
wisdom tooth taken out because
No,
he was going
you're
to do
full
that anyway.
of shit. Take any accountability, you little man.
Show
Come
me
on,
the
just take
show me the
any.
pre-op X-rays, and I'll
Take
say,
it.
okay, I broke his jaw.
Just take a little bit of accountability.
By the way, she actually goes and gets his x-ray. Yeah, this Levyverse was really good. I highly recommend. That was, let's see, what did I say? April 2nd? I think this was April 2nd. She goes and gets the x-ray. She knows where all their x-rays are. She went and got Gino's x-ray. I mean, it had to be her because Gino wasn't there, right? Gino wasn't there. He wasn't there. He was in the chat before she got the link, and then he never came back. Ever. Not for an hour and a half or whatever, however long she was on for. So he wasn't there. If he was there to get the x-ray, why the fuck wasn't he standing? Why wasn't he sticking his head in and yelling nonsense? But also defending his wife and asking for his own apology. But yeah, she went and got the fucking x-ray. And then on the Cry stream, she offered to go get the x-ray. Somebody sent in a super chat, show an x-ray of your wrist or it was never broken. And she offered to go get it, but she didn't actually do it. But she said, I know exactly where it is. Ugh. I don't even own any. I've had some shit broken too. Jesus, I broke my femur. I've had a lot of x-rays done on my back. I got a lot of back issues, but I don't have them. Probably my femur would have been cool because it's a compound fracture, which means it broke and then went like this. So that X-ray, but that was like 100 years ago. They barely even had X-rays back then. But she knows where all the X-ray. Well, it's a small apartment, but still, just weird. Weird. We have a weird existence.
Homie,
What
and
accountability am I not taking?
think
You're crazy.
You seem to be in a little bit of a better place.
I punched him in the face. I'm accountable for that.
And that is a very normal thing to be doing.
And I took accountability by going to court all those times and by doing
But he
anger
got you
management
fired.
and all that shit.
But he got you fired.
In a way, yeah, because he refused to meet.
You got yourself fired because
You
you
can keep
were
saying that.
whacked
We're doing-
out
I
on
mean-
Adderall and you punched him in the face. That's
Okay.
insane.
And you were high on heroin.
Yes. This was a party going on.
Hey, Bob. Update your super tips. You call the goal at the start, but I don't see it. And when the hell am I going to sound like I'm supposed to? Your Hawkeye puck. Suck my bull.
That doesn't even sound like him, but thank you, Labyrinth Mystic, or whatever.
I also would like to point out, this is exactly what we looked like when we were on that show together. I had the same hairstyle. Pat and I are fighting. Bob's cracking jokes. It's like a little.
That was like
reunion
4
here,
years
right?
ago. It was
I almost
before
came.
Gino got
I almost
punched.
came. Liberian Mystic, $2. Thank you. She hates it happened. She wanted to be the one. Did you want to? Do you ever want to Dixon Gino?
Me?
Maybe the guy was a bad waiter. I mean, we don't know.
Well, of course, but that's what fucking happened. Okay, like
Allegedly.
Canoe, I got a question now. Now you've seen the video. You basically seen, like I've been saying for months now, Gino trying to hug Pat. Okay, so
that's what he thought. He literally was like, "Oh, hey, buddy." You guys are saying that didn't happen. That's what was.
She wasn't there. She wasn't with Gino. My understanding, the way she describes it, is they were probably dating. But this is like 4 years ago or some shit. I mean, she just goes through this whole thing telling Pat exactly how shit went down. And yet she changes her story. At one point, she says he couldn't eat for 3 months. And then at another point, she says he couldn't eat for 1 month. And then doomed the next day. So the next day after this, I think the clip is called Gino Lies. And Doom took this, Pig Newton's work, and created a clip where he showed Gino with multiple changing stories about the exact damage that was done to him. It's just wild to me that she would do this. This is just more shit coming out sideways. Why would she even give a shit about that? If I were her, I wouldn't want to be done hearing about it. Holy shit. I mean, she probably, maybe that's where the stress is coming from. She's just tired of hearing about shit. They did have a fight recently about Kayla. I think it was on Twitter. I don't remember where I saw. I think it was a short clip, and Gino was going on about Kayla Ricada, and Kiki actually defended her or similarly said, I'm tired of hearing it. I don't care about it. Maybe I don't feel that way, which is, I bet. I bet you're tired of hearing about it. I mean, they really are a match made in heaven, and I hope they stay together forever, or however long that is, because they're perfect for each other. And also, nobody has to be bothered by either one of them. The rest of the world type stuff is better off.
Running through Gino's brain. Maybe he wasn't like, but maybe he was like, oh, I'm going to go in for a hug. Hey, buddy. He had no fucking idea that you were going to punch him in the face. Let's be honest. Be honest with yourself.
So first she says maybe he felt this way, and then she says for sure he never knew that he had any idea. And I've been punched, by the way. Yeah, you usually don't see it coming. There's a bit in here where they talk about the fucking what the definition of a sucker punch is, and she's a million times she says that Pat sucker punched Gino Bisconte. He did not. That is not a sucker punch. A sucker punch is one you absolutely don't see coming. Period. I love the way she tries to fucking bend words to mean what she thinks they should mean, because it sounds worse. A sucker punch is worse than a punch, right? It doesn't matter that it's fucking not right as long as it sounds bad. right? Yeah, a sucker punch. I've been punched. You very rarely see punches coming, but a sucker punch is like when somebody punches you from behind. You know, that's a sucker punch. I've never been punched from behind, by the way. I think I've been punched 1, 2. I've been punched twice. And I've been backhanded twice. And, you know, hard enough to leave a mark. Yeah, I didn't see any of that shit coming, but nobody sucker punched me. A sucker punch is where you wouldn't have a chance to avoid it. You wouldn't have a chance. You have no idea it's coming. It's like grabbing somebody from behind or. Oh. Okay.
Probably did not know that was going to happen.
So you would call that a sucker punch?
Oh, here we go.
Well, no, legally, a sucker
no, it's
punch
like I
would
had
be
this
from when
memorized.
you're not looking, like when you're looking away.
Right.
A sucker punch. No, I'm just saying it's in it's Staten Island. I read it. It's in a library.
Bob knows better than either one of
a
those
sucker
two.
punch is when somebody is looking the other way.
Right.
You hit them from behind.
See, look at her.
It is
No.
when it is
No.
when you are. It is when
No.
you punch
No.
someone who is not fucking at all expecting it.
Nobody's
That is a sucker
expecting a punch, dummy.
You do not have to be
Debatable,
looking
but
the
Who's
other
expecting
way.
a
That is
punch?
not
I'll
debatable.
allow that it's debatable.
You know,
No, you shouldn't have allowed that much,
Bob,
Pat,
if you and I
actually,
were
honestly.
standing in the same room together and we were just having a conversation talking about Michaeline, and all of a sudden you
Ugh.
punched me in the face,
I hate
would you call that a
hypotheticals.
sucker punch? You would call it a sucker punch because, of course, I would not be expecting it.
But what if you
Nobody's
fucked with
expecting
Bob?
punch
What if
except
you
a
fucked with
boxer,
Bob,
you
and
fucking
Bob is never coming in
bimbo.
this bar to
Jesus
say anything
Christ.
To me. Like, what's going on?
Gee,
This is
no,
why
it's Gino's
it's gonna
fault
be
that
hard
he
for me to
should-
make her
he should
fun
have
or
thought,
funny.
Like, oh, I guess I
If
really
you're not
got to
amused
Pat.
by
He
the- my-
must
by
be
my-
coming up to me to
Stop
punch me.
stop rephrasing shit.
No,
you
yeah,
know?
take this
No,
down.
that's
Get her,
no,
Pat, get her.
it's fine. I mean,
If people aren't amused by my appalled response to this nonsense of bullshit she's always spewing out, then I guess I don't know how to be fun or funny. I do have some ideas, but I mean, to be funny, I have to be really fucking mean, and I really haven't, you know, I've said what she is. I haven't said she's the worst things that she is. I haven't even scratched the surface of talking about the worst things. Why are they talking about Tiger King? Let's see.
I know that you see having like a lot of remorse as the only way to have accountability.
I'm
And,
not
like,
asking you, but just the nature of the conversation that started, which is why I asked for the link. You acted as if I punched my mother in the face.
You might as
And
well.
Another
You might as well.
hypothetical.
How dare I? You guys.
What is with her hypotheticals? This is something I really hadn't noticed before. What is with all the fucking hypotheticals that have nothing to do with real life, and it's a false equivalency to begin with? Oh, I forgot to wrap it up on what she said I said about her parents. So I showed you all in the Aussie guy a little bit about how I said that she shows signs of having maybe experienced some abuse when she was a child. That's all I said. And it's true. She does. And I believe that. I don't fucking care. Who gives a shit? You know, she's a grown up now. Doesn't excuse whatever she is now. But I theorized that at the time because I had empathy for her. Well, she turned that around and she said, my parents touched me. Well, maybe I did tell you all about that. Yeah, I really can't. I'm having a hard time with that one. What a disgusting fucking lie to tell about me. I don't think like that. I don't think I know what crimes are being committed. And if I did know what crimes were being committed, if I did think, really truly believed a child was being touched or even had been touched a long time ago, and I had evidence or proof and believed I knew who did it, I would call a fucking cop. But I wouldn't go on a fucking stream and say, I think Kiki's parents touched her. No, I would never. That's her. You see, that's the problem. She's saying I said that. It's her saying it. Weirdo! And putting words in my mouth that aren't true. Why? To make me look bad. All of her fucking, she only has two purposes in life: to make people look bad and to defend her shitty behavior. The shaming, the lying, the fighting. It's all in pursuit of defending herself and hurting other people. So maybe you're right. Maybe I can't make this all that funny. I guess we'll see.
We're talking about this, and you
That's
said
what Bob
you
was
literally-
acting like. I went with the bit. He was totally
okay, so
no.
it's a
That's
bit,
Bob.
but- right.
That was a bit. Yes,
I think
all
it's
that.
I think it's very hypocritical
It's
to
not,
say
it's a
like
bit.
it's just a little bit of accountability. That's all I say. I don't think you need to like send Gino an edible arrangement or
There's
something.
never gonna be-
although
He
it would be
can't
nice.
eat it. He's got a broken jaw. How's he going to eat
this is a
it?
great point.
I admit I punched him. I admit that I went to like deal with the criminal justice system as a result. I admit that that it all occurred. What more? I'm not
for
denying
you to
it.
not say it's for you to. I think it's zero accountability, and it's always someone else's fault when you say Gino got me fired. You got yourself fired because
No.
you punched him in the face.
I
That's the
participate. I
accountability I'm
did
talking
punch
about.
him. That got me suspended. But if Gino did not want me
Your
to
logic
lose,
is suspended.
hold
That's
on. If he didn't want me to lose my job, he would have just said, "Yeah, I'll do the meeting or whatever," and then let it rest.
And obviously, subscribe to Keanu C. Thompson on YouTube.
I'll do the meeting or whatever, and then let it rest on that. I would have apologized if we had a meeting. I would have said whatever I needed to say to keep the job.
The man you broke his fucking jaw. You broke
Allegedly.
his jaw.
No,
Why
you keep
should-
saying
why-
that. I punched him. Just say
Yeah.
I punched him.
Okay, excuse me. All right, fine.
Why do you keep
that
saying
Gino
man?
has
You
lied
punched
about
him in the
this
face.
I did.
Why is it up to him to be the bigger person and have a meeting with you?
Why would Gino the truth doesn't change. That's the problem. When you get tripped up on the internet with shit, you're either going to have to come clean or double down. But Gino's stories have changed wildly about this. And it's the first person that Pat Dixon ever punched, and it's the first person who ever punched Gino Bisconti, according to them. And it's just, I've been hit and my nose broke. That's an easy thing to do. I broke a jaw. I mean, it's a nice, it's kind of like saying, sucker punched, broken jaw. It's just all fucking rhetoric to make people look worse. But this whole fight really tripped me out. Like, what is she even doing here? She came here to defend Pizzagate. And then one super chat by me. Yes, granted, she didn't know it was me. Had her fucking badgering Pat Dixon for something she was never going to get from him. It's wild that she just never walked away and took no for an answer. Like, if I asked somebody for an apology, for me or anybody else, I'm rest assured I would be accepting whatever answer I got the first fucking time. Same if I offer someone an apology, if I offered you an apology, you didn't take it, then it's offer rescinded. That's how it goes. But kudos to Pat. Bob kept his sense of humor the whole time. Pat never gave her what she wanted. She got some of her aggression out of her system. All around, a good time was had by everyone. I loved it. I was amazed. It was an amazing thing to see live. We get to see a lot of really cool shit live around here. Like, that's why I like to be in live chats, because you never know what's going to go down. I mean, I probably missed an MLC tonight that was supposed to be Karmic and MKE and Scarlet. Yeah, well, there'll be clips. Okay, well, I'm going to wrap it up. I said everything I had to say. It should be fun hearing what other people have to say about it. Thank you all for joining me. I will update links in the description soon. Okay, bye.